Welcome to the pub, everybody. Thank you for coming out, George. Coming out. You're not really going anywhere. Oh, I'm an idiot. All right. Let's do a quick half a tune. Loosen up a little. Well, someone told me yesterday, when you throw your love away, you act as if you just don't care. You look as if you're going somewhere, but I just can't convince myself that I could ever live with no one else. And I can only play the part and sit and nurse my broken heart. So lonely, so lonely, so lonely, so lonely, so lonely, so lonely. All right, a little bit of the Police. Gotta have some, you got it, Alan, man. Love me some Police. Love that tune. Would be nice to have Sting and Stuart Copeland on the rhythm section, but fuck, I'll try anything. You guys know me. I don't care. Great song. Thank you, Denny Carr. It was between that and I was going to do a bluegrass version of Wanted Dead or Alive by Bon Jovi. I think the Police destroy Bon Jovi, but I made my own arrangement to that song, so kind of cool. Whatever. Merry Christmas, George. Yeah, and any other religions that celebrate something else, merry fucking whatever. Last Dance in the house. What up? Let's see who else I missed here. Biscuit Vapes. What up? Alan Reeder. Hi, my man. Diffie Tarek. What up, guy? Fat Belly. Saw Fat Belly last night. No, wait, that wasn't Fat Belly. Sorry. Who else we got here? Denny Carr. Yes. Yes, sir. Already said Last Dance. Alan, yeah, man. Cool. Cup of tea. Aha. Cup of tea in the house. Last Dance. LD. All right. Thanks for being here, everybody. Yeah, Thunderstruck. Huh. That would be a tough one, man. There. Oh, is that the one that goes, how does that go? Yeah, wait a second. I think I know that. Is that, fucking tiring on an acoustic. Yeah, I know that. Sort of know that one. Great tune. Classic. Not easy acoustic, and it'd be hard to sing while playing that insanely fast riff there. Looks like we have a human being down the bottom here. Let's bring him in. He had streaming issues last week, I believe, but let's give it a run, Magic Sam. What up, dude? Yeah, I know that. Here we go. Magic Sam. Looks like he's streaming. All right.
How you doing? How
What's
you
up,
doing?
Dude?
Can you hear me?
Can hear you. Yes. Yep.
That's
Definitely. Yep. We got that.
What's all this? All right. Okay. Can you hear me?
Fuck. Just spotty, dude. It's still
there's a bit of a delay going on. I don't get this with Zoom. I don't get this problem with Zoom.
That's interesting. Zoom would probably take up the same.
It's a bit
Brill. Huh. I don't know what Brill means, Denny. Is that good or bad? Brill cream? Yeah, Magic Sam, just stick around, see what happens. Maybe it'll get better. I don't know why Streamlabs does that for you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's strange. It's okay. It seems okay at the moment. I've been watching your show for weeks and weeks. I'm a big fan of.
Not easy acoustic, and it'd be hard to sing while playing that insanely fast riff there. I think we have a human. Holy shit! Is that the delay? All right.
Yeah, glitchy.
Big time, bro. The spaghetti, but westerns. No, but I did just see a video of a guy do a cover of one, and it was perfect with the whistling and everything.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Alrighty. Oh man, I really appreciate you being here, Sam. It's just a difficult stream that we're having. I don't know. Maybe one of the tech guys here in the chat can come up with a fucking idea of how to fix it. Yeah, I guess Alan, but he's saying it's working with his Zoom meetings or Zoom calls. Audio with Zoom might be on the phone line. I'm not sure.
Fuck.
All right.
Is this still
So, Magic Sam, maybe best thing for you might be you just hang out on screen, mute the mic, and just say what you want to say in the chat, because we're not getting any of it here, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mute.
Streaming issues last week, but
all right, what's up, Duke?
Hey, man.
I'm sorry. I really appreciate having the guy coming here. I think he said he really likes it.
Yeah, he's persistent, and that's good. You know, persistence is the better part of all progress.
Yeah. So, like I said, Magic Sam, just hang out on screen, chat in the comments on the side, and let us know what you're thinking.
Well, go ahead.
I'm going to just bring in a fourth guy right now while we
oh yeah, cool.
While we're doing it. Duke, what's up, guy?
Hello, Duke.
Hello. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah. Good to see you, sir.
Yeah, very good. How are you guys doing? Good weeks for everybody? Everything all right?
Yeah, pretty good.
Nice.
I didn't hear the first part. If there trouble with technical shit?
Just with Magic Sam.
Magic Sam's not working. His he's glitching in and out. His delay was like, I don't know, maybe 45 seconds to a minute, the audio delay. So
yeah, it's hard to figure.
Yeah.
Well, Smokesteve, I promised this week not to turn your show into the Smokesteve telehealth show. I caught that. That was a great comment by your Smokesteve's wife last week.
Sometimes I get stoned and I stop talking. So, frankly,
the mentally ill folks start talking.
Yeah. It's all good. You just talk away, my brother.
Well, to be honest, and I don't like to be, but I'm drunk as fuck tonight. So
Oh,
just
cool.
kick me if I'm annoying.
No worries.
Yeah.
Drunk is good. What are you eating?
Eating? No, it's tobacco.
Oh,
It's this Swedish thing. You put it under your lip, and it's actually just tobacco. So it's the nicotine shit.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
been about 25 years or so, but I used to both dip and chew, and I was trying not to smoke, cigarettes, but I love, getting that kick from the nicotine. It's a good kick. And God, my buddy of mine and I were fishing off this little, dock, and it was late at night, and we're fishing, and we were baiting a hook, and the damn whole tin of snuff fell off all at once. It's like, oh, no.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, it was bad.
Now,
Well,
technically, is snuff is that the shit they shoot up their nose?
no. The Swedish stuff. I just have to say this because I know Cypher this. You have a different relation with this, which is true, and I've been trying to tell this even to Australian guys and everywhere around the world. They think it's this other chewing tobacco, which is fine, but it's so weird here in Scandinavia. We have like this, like tea bags.
Huh.
They do have that product here in the United States.
Yeah.
I didn't use it very much.
No, exactly. And it's like, yeah, we do have like powder too.
Well, chew. Now that I think about it,
it's called snus.
yeah, it actually it was dip that I was using, Smokesteve, and not snuff. It was dip that went off some skull, and
Right.
yeah, I mean, not chew is big wads, totally different.
Right.
You chew that, and it's gooey and
Red man, and the like. Yep.
yeah. I mean, it's been a long time. When I had my no, there I go. I'm getting ready to go to telehealth. Anyway, Ace Surgery. The surgeon said, do not use nicotine products because they shrink capillaries. I'll leave it at that. We won't.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's the nicotine.
Right.
Oh, it's a good hit.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I have to tell you,
It's good.
I can tell you, maybe not that fun a story, but it was because I was on morphine, and then I ended that because I got really addicted. It was when I was really sick, and I started doing morphine. I mean, only prescribed from the doctor.
How would they administer that? Usually, it's a liquid drip, right, in an IV.
Well, I've had that,
Pills.
but this was the prescribed. It was like mostly
Oxy.
two versions of Oxy.
Oxy or Hydro.
Yeah. And you have these pills, and one is supposed to be like a longer lasting one, and then you have like the 4-hour one.
Right.
Mm.
And I've used that for like 2 years, and then I decided actually to. It wasn't the doctor. I decided to stop that shit, and I got help for it. But what actually helped a lot was weed, as you call it.
Cannabis.
Yeah. So I started that, but I mixed it with tobacco, and then I thought, what the hell? You can't be addicted to weed.
Mm-mm.
But I felt like I was addicted. And then I realized, no, it's the freaking nicotine.
Right. Yeah.
So then I went back to this snuff stuff, which I've used for like 15 years, and then I had like a 7-year break. But it was still, okay, now I don't have to smoke at least. I don't know if it's better, but that's the kind of the road I get back to using this. And it's like, you can't eliminate your sins. You can just change them.
Yeah, I hear you.
Nope.
I mean, I don't know if it's better or worse. Well, let's not get into the semantics of it, but it's all bad. Let's just say that. Fuck it.
No, I think weed is probably good, but also the last batch I had
resisted
wasn't that-
Last Dance. On the sidebar, Last Dance said, "Here comes the talk of constipation." I resisted.
All right. Speaking of constipation,
Oh no, it's got to be
Ed.
one else. He's not constipated. He's
Damn, it's my love interest in the guy era.
hey,
Nathan, what's up, dude?
What's going on, dudes?
How
it's
you
going
doing?
good. Did you barbecue this week, David Lip?
Yeah, I sure did.
You did?
I did some
Good.
ribs and a cowboy ribeye.
That's pretty
2
good.
nights ago.
Oh, the best. Not bad.
Cowboy
That's
Not
what
bad at all.
that's like yay thick with the bone and everything.
Yeah, it was. I'll tell you, I got it from Walmart. So, but it's still, man, it's a decent cut. I mean,
Yeah. Any cut that's thick like that, I find if you salt it 24 hours ahead of time,
Yep.
let the salt goes into the meat and then really seasons the meat. It tenderizes it. It makes it 10 times better. Especially a cheaper cut, but that's not a cheap cut. That's a decent cut, you know.
I did a little Italian dressing and some soy sauce, and it was probably about 14, 15 hour set dinner.
Yeah.
Very nice.
It was
Can
awesome.
I just say something in like my defense, but it's a desperate defense. It's like here in Sweden, the time now is 17 past midnight. For you, it's like the middle of the day.
6:15.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow,
Well, I
that's-
tried.
yeah,
Fuck it. Cheers.
There's Happy Dog. I was on a live stream with Happy Dog last night on
that's cool.
Drone Tech's channel. It was pretty fun. The people out in La La Land are saying can barely hear aphid. That's my wife. My
Oh,
wife.
is it? Oh.
Bye-bye.
She very
Well,
nice.
I'll fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and it was fun. Drone Tech sure does attract a lot of very conservative people to his channel, but it was an interesting conversation. I guess my wife scared off Aphid Lip.
Well, I don't think I've said this enough, but I love Aphid Lip, but he is also closeted liberal.
He's not closeted, dude. He's right out there. You should see him on Twitter.
No, it wouldn't even be a thing if he wasn't closeted. That's the big thing.
Duke, you're not a Twitter guy?
Not really.
I mean, I looked up Duke Brazzi actually before the show, and I couldn't find you on there. So unless you have a different name.
Yeah, I have a different name, but it was like I made a comment, and then like 2 years later, I thought it really made sense 2 years later. So I said like a new comment where I replied to myself, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That is exciting shit.
Yeah.
Alan and total
Hey!
nutter are taking it out of me. Rightfully so, I might add.
Hey, biscuit babes.
I think I'm scaring people off. I think I'm going to go. I'm going to go watch football.
No, stifle this.
Yeah.
I want to know
Stay,
If-
man.
if you have gone from Jungian to Freudian.
No, never go Freudian. Freudian
Really?
is the worst. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Why is
European?
Freudian?
Why is he
Why-
the worst?
Yeah.
Because European psychiatry and psychology, in my opinion, as a United States citizen, doesn't hold a candle to our American philosophy. American philosophy.
But doesn't American philosophy stem from Freudian philosophy?
No, it doesn't.
No. Okay.
No. So I'm going to go. I'm going to watch football. You know how much I love my football, and
All right.
the LSU Tigers are playing at 7:00, and
All right.
it'll be good. I really do think you guys will enjoy the show more without me. So,
I don't.
Oh, Gil.
Oh,
No way, man.
Seriously, I'm not offended. I'll be back next week. I'll be the offender next week.
Do what you want. But hey, George, stop back in. You know, you don't have
All right.
to. You know.
Maybe later. All right, man.
yeah.
Talk to you later.
Yeah.
Later, brother.
And again, if I'm being annoying, because I think I usually am, I'm actually kind of worried about that. Just kick me if I'm too annoying.
Oh no! See, the thing is, if I don't have anybody here, then I'm dead in the water, dude. I need everybody, annoying or not. I don't.
And
give a
also,
fuck.
and also retort to Cypher this, especially once he can't defend himself. But as a Freudian retort, I'm gonna say penis. That's it.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna bring on Board Shitless, who I think was on. Are you there, Board, or are you not there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes.
How are you, folks? How are you, Steve, Biscuit, and Juke?
I'm good, buddy.
Very
Hello.
good.
I've worked in Sweden quite a lot. I know Sweden, lovely place. Oh, Steve, you're a good guitar player, man. I really enjoyed that, man.
Thank
really
you, man.
good.
Thank you,
Biscuit,
buddy.
stop laughing. He's good.
I don't think you've been to Sweden if you think it's a lovely place.
Yeah, outside Sweden. We're in Sweden, are you, Juke?
I'm in Stockholm, actually, in the middle.
Oh, Stockholm. Yeah.
I was going to say something stupid then I realised it was Holland, not Sweden.
No, it's the same.
Can you
It's all-
guess what I was going to say?
Did it have to do with weed?
No. No. I was going to say that Sweden was really flat, then I realised it was Holland that's really flat.
Okay.
Yeah, but Sweden is kind of really flat.
Yeah, but don't you have like really big mountains and stuff in Sweden?
Yeah, we do. They have really flat mountains. I'm trying to help you out, man.
But like the cities and towns are they generally quite flat, like not like you ain't got streets that are really steep.
Now, actually, and this is small parenthesis. When I was on vacation this summer, we went south, and everything was so damn flat.
Huh,
You
yeah.
really could, you could see like to the horizon, and it wasn't anything like going up. It was so weird.
I mean,
So
like
it was really flat.
where I live in England, I live in Doncaster, but the next city, Sheffield, Doncaster's really flat everywhere. Like it's so I find it lots easier to travel around. But if I go to Sheffield, I'm worn out because all the streets are like this.
Yeah. It's the same here in Stockholm. In the city, it's so much up and down. I mean, it can really change like 500 meters in like a block. It's
Put it
insane.
this way, Doncaster has got loads of fat people in it. Sheffield has got barely any.
Now I'll show my
Biscuit.
I'll show my ignorance here. Is this true, Duke? The Swiss Alps are in Sweden, or I mean?
No, absolutely not.
Right. Okay.
I mean, Switzerland is a completely different country. It's not neighboring us. They have their.
I know that. I know it's a different country, but I don't know why he would say that.
Because people,
What said what?
Denmark is flat.
I don't know. I was there once, and actually, that's kind of funny because I went to. It's called Tivoli. It's like an amusement park. So I went on a roller coaster, literally,
Huh.
and that wasn't flat. It went up and down. That's my childhood memory of Denmark. I haven't been there since.
Is it true what they say about the women?
In
Sweden? Yeah.
They're shit.
yeah,
shit.
they're all blonde, hot as fuck.
All
And
right.
all they want
No,
to
they're
do
not.
is
They're
have
shit in
sex.
bed, man.
with
Well,
Americans. They
well-
especially like Americans, and that's actually true.
They all carry milk ladles on the shoulders like this.
No, but they really do like Americans. If you go to Sweden as an American, you're gonna have a nice time and then some doctor's appointments.
Oh, okay.
Are you saying that Swedish girls are all full of clap?
No, I'm just saying that there's a lot of American tourists coming to Sweden.
I worked in I worked in Trelleborg. You know what Trelleborg is, Duke?
We don't have it here, but it sounds good.
What is it called again? On board shitless?
And Trelleborg, South Sweden. I worked for TT Lines.
South Sweden and Tilleberg, yeah. You're not familiar, Duke?
Can you say the name again?
Trelleborg.
Trelleborg. Yeah. Now I know exactly what you mean. Sorry. I'm extremely drunk, but I know what you mean.
Who are you?
You didn't say it wrong or anything, just a different pronunciation.
I thought he said chili dog.
I thought you did as well.
Yeah.
Chili burger.
Those are good.
Yeah.
Here,
Not for me.
Duke, what's the price of alcohol up there now? It used to be very expensive.
Yeah.
What would you pay for, say, like a tin of Guinness in Sweden?
A 10 of Guinness?
A can, you know, a 440ml can of Guinness.
Well, it's very different if you get it in our government shops, because that's the only place you can buy.
One of these bought shitless.
Yeah, okay. but this is actually true. This is true. It's gonna sound weird, but it's actually true. You have to buy those cans in a government store to bring them home. If you buy them
off license
in a restaurant, you have to drink it there. You
Right.
can't bring it home from the restaurant. This is actually true, and it's kind of weirdly Swedish.
What does it cost, Duke?
Yeah, well, a can like that. Well, that's also part of the point. If you buy it in the store to bring it home, it's going to be, of course, a lot cheaper than if you buy it in the restaurant. I think that's true all over the world.
That's correct, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's like I don't know, like £5. What's that?
What,
like
for
five-
one can?
5
One tin.
Yeah.
All right, let's break it down to this. Duke, what are you drinking tonight?
I'm drinking this.
What is that?
It's this and this.
What's this and this, man?
All right, let's see. That's vodka.
Vodka and Coke.
All right. What
No, it's Pepsi, for fuck's sake.
What did that
It's the same thing.
what did that bottle of vodka run you? What did that run you?
Yeah. What the hell? That's a very cheap vodka, I'm embarrassed to admit. But it's like...
That's Russian.
What the hell is dollars compared to pounds?
You're in euros, right?
Yeah. But
So
no. We
No,
don't have
no,
euros.
they're not in euros.
No. So it's like... I don't know.
A dollar's roughly $1.30 to a pound.
Yeah.
Sterling.
So, okay.
Krone,
One big
krona.
bottle. It's not actually a liter. It looks like a liter, but I think it's 75 centiliter. And that's
75.
between 10 pounds and 20 pounds. So,
Yeah.
But that's cheap vodka, Duke. I remember up there.
that's cheap
You
vodka.
pay £50 for a bottle of Smirnoff.
If I would buy that in the restaurant, it would be easily 10 times as much. And I have done that when I was young and thought I
So
could impress women.
Britain's quite cheap for alcohol then, because that bottle of vodka would have cost about £7 here.
7. Yeah, that'd be about $11 here. So right around the 10 to 11
Yeah.
Well, I think Sweden has among, there are probably a few other countries, but we have among the highest cost of alcohol. Because it's also a tax on it for all the bad effects from alcohol.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Duke, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Why do most people of Scandinavian countries, why don't they like the Finns?
Finns?
Yeah, people from Finland.
No, we love Finland.
No, you don't.
They're like the grown-up Scandinavians. I mean, have you looked at their history? They fought the Russians like badasses. They were like the movie 300, like times how many times? They were so much fewer, and they just kicked Russian butt. But they're also kind of like partly Russian. And this is my theory. And Russians are partly Mongolian. And Mongolian are partly Asian. And Asian, they're Asian.
That's Lapland. Lapland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Lapland, they're like the inbreds. It's like,
Fuck off. I've worked in Finland as well.
No. They're like the, what's it called with the banjos and stuff? It's like one family. Yeah, exactly.
You mean the light redneck? Light rednecks?
Yeah.
They're hardy bastards. I'm telling you, they're hardy biscuits. If you ever go to Finland, you're hardy bastards.
They're like moonshiners, like from rural West Virginia.
No. Moonshiners are kick-ass. Finnish people are kick-ass people.
All right.
But the Laplanders, they're the banjo players.
Swedish men are pussies.
What?
Swedish men are pussies.
No, how dare you?
Are, you big pussy.
Yeah. I must fight you over the internet.
Oh, Magic Sam's back.
I'm trying to unmute him. I don't know if I can. If he muted himself. Unmute. Okay, I can't unmute him.
He muted himself.
Okay.
Oh, Duke did, or is it? I thought it was a lag, Steve.
He's trying again, Magic Sammy. What up, guy?
Can't blame the man's fortitude.
He is stationary.
Here comes Joe Biden.
Right. Good one. Hey, Ethan.
Yeah.
Clap back.
Yeah, well, I have to ask. That's a good one. Smokesteve and all the rest of you, but Smokesteve, how do you feel about Joe Biden maybe win? Probably.
Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean? Maybe he won like 5 weeks ago.
No, I think it's the 20th of January where they're gonna announce the winner of the pandemic.
Oh, they already announced the winner. It's just when he actually gets in.
Oh, Duke, tell us about the lockdown in Sweden.
Yeah, we don't have one. Yeah,
what's it like, man?
We don't have one.
Brilliant.
They're actually debating, and this is real, if they should recommend, not demand, if they should recommend wearing masks on the subway. And at the moment, it's not recommended. So it's going to be a lot of talk, and then maybe they're going to recommend it, not demand it.
Well, they could just give people the science, and if I was on that subway, I'd be wearing at least 2 masks. But
do you want to put me on a 20-minute rant where I agree with you?
No, it's fine. I mean, okay, I'm all for free choice, man. I don't think they need to mandate things. It would just give people the information that they need.
Just give strong recommendations and leave it at recommendations. Yeah. But have the recommendations founded on fucking science I'm so fucking tired of anecdotal evidence.
Has anybody been keeping a watch on SpaceX's what do you call it? What they did with the rocket?
Captain
Cheers.
Morgan.
Cheers.
No, I haven't, but I'm going to even out the stream real quick here. I won't play him a song. Fuck it. Let's bring him in. Last Dance.
Oh,
What's up?
Last Dance.
2 weeks
guys,
in
how
a
you doing?
row. We're so lucky.
Well, as I was saying, they flew SN8, and made it do a skydive maneuver, so it like floated down on its side, and then they tilted it back up, and they almost landed it, and it went kaboom. And then its sister in the bay waiting to go next decided decided to fall over and damage itself a little, so it didn't have to go next.
I missed part of that. I was looking at Last Dance's Blackberry brandy.
I'm sorry. My bad.
That's all right.
Yeah, I'm reading the comments here and the chat. You really have to kick it up a notch.
Do you know
I love
Torgo?
the chat.
Here's one of your fellow countrymen, Duke. Torgo. Right?
What?
He's Swedish?
Torgo.
Yeah, he is.
Is he? He's a pussy?
Oh, look at that.
What the fuck?
No, I thought he said that. I thought the board shitless said that all Swedish were pussies.
He did say that.
I mean, I'm just quoting.
Well, have you ever heard anyone who's been to Sweden and then come back from Sweden and say that Swedes are pussies?
No.
No, you haven't. And have you ever seen any mountain giants after Odin declared that he was going to get rid of them? No, you haven't. We have no mountain giants anymore because...
You got fucking trolls, man.
What was
You got
that one?
trolls.
Yeah, we have trolls, but...
And little furry things.
Wait, whoa! Wasn't that film with Will Ferrell about them trolls when they were doing the what's it called, the Eurovision Song Contest?
Yeah, I love that film, but that was Iceland. It's very close.
Oh, that Iceland, not Sweden.
Iceland.
It was just the trolls because they were visiting the imaginary trolls in the mountains.
They would murder your ass.
They did murder people's asses.
Yeah.
Oh, now Iceland. That place has some expensive booze. Oh my god, ridiculous. The only way to get
I don't know. Iceland's really cheap.
No, well,
Is it
one
cold?
thing about Iceland.
I'm not about the country. I'm on about the store. We've got a store called Iceland. It's the cheapest. It's the cheapest place to get frozen food and beer. Ironically,
Well, the country, it actually, technically, literally smells like farts.
what?
Because of the
Sounds
silver.
awesome.
What
My dog
smells
would love
like
it.
farts, Duke?
What?
What smells not?
What smells?
what smells like farts? Is it?
Iceland, the country.
Is that because of the sulfur from the volcanoes?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Biscuit Vapes knows everything.
I don't know everything. I know a little bit about most things.
I've been to Iceland.
As far as I'm concerned, you know everything.
Oh, thank you.
So
Who
apparently,
have been to Iceland?
True though.
yeah,
I've been to Iceland, yeah.
yeah.
Did it smell like farts?
It smelled beautiful.
Were you one of the
love
lucky
the
ones?
Because you like the smell
That
of
didn't
farts.
answer the
Shit, and
question.
very, very expensive.
Very expensive. Were you lucky enough to see the Aurora Borealis?
No.
You can see that in Iceland on some nights.
I've seen your Aurora Borealis.
No, you haven't.
I've been to Iceland. I've been all around Iceland.
I understood what Richie Allen said. Cup of tea, mostly.
I'm gonna blow my nose.
Yeah, I got Richie Allen completely fine. I grew up with a lot of real Irish folk, though, from, not Boston Irish, actual Irish folk. So his accent or whatever was nothing for me.
I watched the
I've
first.
taken Richie Allen off YouTube, Steve.
No, I I watched one of his videos before that stream, and it rubbed me the wrong way, to be fair.
What in particular?
It was spouting information about being anti-vaxxers and stuff, not taking the vaccine, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, why spread that misinformation? If you don't want to take it, don't take it, but don't tell everyone not to take it.
Biscuit challenged
that's
him to
kind
a
of
debate.
that's his shtick, though, isn't it?
I know, but it just rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah, it's
It rubs me the wrong way too.
if people don't want to take it.
End of the day, I'm free to not accept his point of view, but he's free. He's also free to make his point of view.
Correct.
But the thing is, Steve, we're going to be forced to take it, whether you like it or not.
I don't think in this
if you don't
country.
take it, you're not going to fly anymore. You're not going to get the bus anymore. You're not allowed into Tesco's anymore without your vaccine. We're going to be forced to fucking take it.
Ask me the last time I took a flight anywhere. I've never been on an airplane.
Well, I'm curious. How are they going to know? How will they know if you take it or not?
You get a card.
This is Europe, Aphid. Everybody's chipped.
Oh,
they're going to check your Aurelia Borealis.
Magic Sam's bringing the heat.
In the UK, we're getting a card given for the first vaccine.
I see.
To prove we've had the first one, and then we're going to take that card for the second vaccine.
Yeah, they're going to have to make it.
It's like a card to prove you're smart.
They're going to have to make it as complicated to duplicate as a driver's license because, it can't be just a fucking laminated piece of paper. People will be making those like a dime a dozen. This thing's going to have to be a serious identification piece. And if they're trying to do that seriously.
I'm just going to say a little parenthesis to Aphid. I think it's the same with the mask now when I go out. They're kind of showing on their face if they're wearing it. I'm wearing one, and I see, and I do make some judgment calls.
What, you judge people that don't wear them, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I do too.
What do you mean?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, let's clarify, Duke. What do you mean you make some yachtman calls?
He says,
the J is silent.
Yeah, like raise the mainsails. Like, what are you saying to these people? Yachtman calls. Up with the anchor. Maybe I'm not familiar.
No, but if it's a very good-looking lady and she's not wearing a mask, I don't want to see her Aureolis Borealis.
Right. But
I've never said. Have you ever said anything to anybody, or you just inside?
No,
you think?
No, yeah, because it's so flippity flop here in Sweden. Because this is actually true, and I would probably not have said that kind of condescending, arrogant shit I just said if I was in America. Because here in Sweden, it's like you're going against the government if you're wearing a mask. I get dirty looks for wearing a mask, and
the worst.
Are you sure it's a mask, or do you have your zipper open?
The worst part about people.
Maybe you smell like sulfur.
Yeah, but I do it mostly to protect other people.
That's
how I think. I don't know the science behind it, but I think I'm mostly doing an effect in not spreading the disease by wearing a mask. So that's the main reason for me.
That's the problem. The people who are not wearing the mask are protected. Those who are not wearing the mask are still protected from those that do, and us that are wearing the mask aren't protected from them idiots that won't wear them.
I'm just want to be in the history books when people ask in the future, why are people being so stupid? They're going to say, not everyone, not Duke fucking Brazzi. He was awesome. And they're going to ask, you mean Duke Brazzi, who is every chapter of history as being awesome? The sexy exception, the untamed, sexy beast. And they're going to say, yeah, exactly. That's who I'm
I swear, if Happy Dog charged to be on the Troll Central, I would pay up. He's so funny.
He's good. I'll tell you, last night he was on his voice, at least, was on a show I was on, and he's a smart guy, man.
Happy Dog?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't know why you don't come on here. I think he's intimidated by me.
I think that he prefers like a bit more of a serious subject matter, even though he's a total fucking maniac.
Well, what's her name's not on here anymore, so he should be all right.
Who?
What's her name? I can't even remember her name.
Natalie?
Natalie.
Yeah, she long gone.
She
dude.
rubbed him the wrong way. You could tell.
Yeah, well, I'd love to have her back, but I'm not going to bother her because she knows we're here. So if she wants to ever come in, she's more than welcome.
Happy Dog. This. So what you're saying is Happy Dog's a little too highbrow for this conversation.
Yeah.
No, Happy Dog just challenged me. We know each other on Facebook. Yeah, I'm gonna say to you to wear a mask. Now come throat punch me, Mr. Happy Dog.
He'll wear his tinfoil hat before he wears his mask.
Yeah, and if you're gonna say no evidence, you have to spell it correctly.
You know, back in
Can you spell it, jerk?
Yeah, I can.
When he's not drunk.
No, it's not the real question.
What were we gonna say, Happy Dog? Or Last Dance? Something about the 1700s?
Yeah, exactly. Back in the day, early 1900s, they did have a mandatory vaccine. But if you didn't take the vaccine, you had to pay a fine. Nobody forced you to actually get injected with the vaccine.
Yeah.
Nowadays, when they say mandatory vaccine, they mean we're going to stick you whether you like it or not.
Well, what are they going to do? Put you in jail if you don't take it?
Good question.
Here, Last Dance. It's not the same. Last Dance. Is it not the same in Australia? If you don't have a vaccine, they would cut your dole money off, and your children would not be allowed into school and all that.
I don't know what the deal is.
I think
Australia is
Australia.
definitely. I've talked to Australian, and he said that things were, quite different over there. And I know geographically,
Sam, I'm from Doncaster.
Geographically, they do have an advantage. But he said that like they have the hotels where, when you come into the country, you have to go stay under security in these hotels for a period of time until you're clear. And if you get it, and they're just more strict on where you can go and what you can do. But the
How
people,
are they doing?
There you go. My God, awesome.
I think
they're doing awesome.
Can I say something in contrary to what I've been saying? Because I think there should be no incentive at all for anyone to take the vaccine. I think it should be absolutely voluntary, and put in these incentives like
There's already an incentive for taking it, and that's you're not going to kill yourself or you're not going to kill your nan. That's the only incentive there should be.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. It shouldn't be any consequences in regular life. It's just up to anyone if they want to weigh risk against other risk. Because I didn't take the swine flu vaccine, and like 140 people in Sweden got narcolepsy from taking that vaccine out of like millions. But still, I don't want narcolepsy. If you're like a kid, you get narcolepsy for life. That's like a ruined life. So it should be
it's worse if I'm not saying that that's okay, and obviously there were some flaws there, and I'm not really familiar with the situation, but I'm just saying, like here, unless the hospitals start filling up with more people that are getting ill from taking the vaccine than getting the swine or getting the COVID,
but still,
then it's still worth taking the vaccine. So if people get narcolepsy, they don't die, and it saves. If let's say 50,000 people got narcolepsy. If it saved 100,000 people, is that not worth it?
No, it isn't, dude. It's not that small of a ratio. It should be like 100 to 100,000 or something huge.
It should be It should be a 1-to-1 ratio. Whatever saves more lives is what.
I don't agree with that.
No, that doesn't make any sense because wearing masks and being protective of yourself, you can make it along pretty good for a fairly long time by observing the right rules. But then taking
Maybe.
a vaccine that could hurt you. But that's what I'm saying. We don't know that. I'm only saying this is all hypothetical here. We're all hypothetical here.
I think one-to-one side effects that are short term, like a mild headache for a couple of days, that's acceptable. But something as bad as narcolepsy, which can ruin your life, should never be acceptable at one-to-one. I don't think.
No,
But we won't know.
Well, I mean,
we
it's
don't know the long-term effects of
No, you don't.
COVID-19 either.
That's why you can't make it mandatory.
The argument is completely
Can I
hypothetical
just
anyway.
answer? Because it felt like Lip was kind of countering my point. And can I ask?
Oh, yeah.
I do agree that it is a societal question, and absolutely it's going to have an effect if like 70% takes the vaccine or like 10%. But I think we're not there yet. We can't have nice things. Can we just let people choose? But you do have a point.
right.
But I'm not on board with it because people are too fucking scared of the vaccines.
Yeah. Well, Pfizer has. I'm not on a delay, right? You guys can hear me live.
Yeah, we can hear you live. Yeah.
Okay, so Pfizer has just said that for hospitals, they don't think they should give it to everybody in the intensive direct care units at the same time because the side effects could cause 1 to 2 sick days. So there are enough side effects for them to say that don't give it to all your employees at the same time or else they're all going to be fucked up for a day or two after. So
in any case, that's acceptable.
So they're saying mild to moderate pain at the injection site that could be followed by pain in the joints and a runny nose, which could simulate a flu. So you kind of have to wait it out a little bit before you can go be around sick people to know if it was the vaccine or if it is the actual flu. Because
those are only 5%.
Why can't we just wait to see how many people volunteer to take it? If 80% of the people volunteer to take it, I think that's enough for herd immunity.
I think it's less than 60%, actually. It's like 57%.
Whatever it is, let's just, before we start ramming forced vaccination down people's
I don't think
throats,
anybody's saying
let's
that
just
we
see if
should
we
ram it down anybody's throat. It's not going to work here in this country anyway. So
one of you has to say it so I can fight with you.
No, I mean, it's not going to... Once you start forcing it, that's going to push enough people off that we're willing to take it. It's just not worth it.
Yeah,
I will take it, but I'm also a little worried.
Well, I think the funniest thing is, and the anti-vaccine guys now, and I'm kind of part with them, but they're going with the infertility.
I know, but they're making
we're talking about 65 plus years people.
Exactly. They're already fertile.
Yeah.
I think Duke should stick to Duke should stick to one-syllable words for the rest of the show.
What have you got in your hand, Duke? What's that for?
That's what I'm worried about. What's Duke waving around?
Scraping your ass?
It's a telescopic back scratcher.
Back scratcher.
Yeah. I know. I'm like, every time he waves that up, I'm like, damn, I wish I had my back scratcher right here.
Well, he scratches his back and then he flicks the DNA all over everything as he's waving it around.
I actually, I think it was 4 or 5 months ago, I registered to take the vaccine before it was even, tested.
Like a trial?
I mean, for me, it's like they say you get 5G connection, you're going to get your DNA modified. I'm all for it.
How can a vibration change?
Oh. What happened?
Biscuit, your 5G connection just made you.
Yeah, it's like somebody took the volume and turned it down while
fucked up. They caught his ass.
Exactly.
I'm okay now. I'm working now.
Yeah,
they're working now.
You really ruined my.
I was defending 5G and the ruined my voice modulation. That's weird.
It was literally like somebody was turning a dial.
Yeah,
on your
it went on a fade. It was a slow fade.
Yeah.
It was very weird. But I thought that you were doing an incredible joke. I was like, holy shit, he's fading out here and fucking with us. That was just,
My hands was on my beer and my e-cig. I could not have done anything.
5G hardly affects my voice at all.
right, exactly. Yeah, I saw they actually played on an interview recently.
The mic's all the way over there. It's miles away. It's like half an arm distance away.
Damn, that's an awesome mic.
It's big.
It's not big. It's small. It's just close to the camera.
Okay.
Now that you got it figured out, it sounds great.
It's perspective.
Actually, yeah, that's how I take pictures when I'm fishing. Hold the fish here.
That's how I take pictures of my dick too.
Yeah, you showing off, Biscuit.
I'm letting into the secret. It's really small. I just make it look big on photos.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
You're a bad man.
That reminds me
when
when
reassess all your pictures you have sent to me.
You're a bad man.
back when Super Bowl winning quarterback Brett Favre texted his penis picture to, I think it was his hairdresser. And,
Jenny Sturger, right? Wasn't that the?
Yeah.
What?
Charles Barkley commented on it. And he's kind of a goof, but he said, I mean, Jesus, man, couldn't you fluff that thing up a little? I mean, do something for it, for Christ's sake. He was right. He had it sticking through a pair of like Wrangler jeans or some cheap ass blue jeans.
Completely flaccid.
Are you saying you've seen this picture?
Oh, me? Yeah, of course I looked it up, dude.
Don't say, of course.
I'm not gay. I don't care. I can look at penises.
I don't care if you're gay. It's okay.
I know, you're talking about
If your
Super Bowl
wife's
and
okay with it, I'm
somebody's
okay with it.
I can look at penis pictures all day and not turn gay. I'm good.
It's okay.
All day? You don't have to exaggerate it.
Not all day. All right, maybe
like
not all day.
If you was looking at them all day, you may need to evaluate your life choices.
Yeah, no, you're right. But that particular one, I was like, well, I got to see if this is online. And it took me like 4 seconds to find the thing. So, I mean.
Actually, I kind of want your job.
Yeah,
if you sit around watching pictures all day, I don't know.
I bet you'd want my job. I'm retired.
Yeah.
I'd love that job.
Got about 23, 4 or 24
I won't rock the boat
years
with my
to go.
job.
Now, I want to be busy, but I don't want a boss, and I don't want a deadline.
That's what hobbies are for.
That's called
Yeah,
retirement.
exactly.
True that, Martin. True that. I shouldn't have brought up the Brett Favre penis. Sorry.
I think it was Biscuit Vapes bringing up his penis pics.
I've lost the plot. He's talking about Super Bowl and somebody's penis?
I don't know, but Torgo, I don't know. Has there ever been a live YouTube death on a stream? I've never seen one. I've seen plenty.
Yeah, there has.
Many.
Yeah, of course it has.
Some Facebook.
I mean, Smokesteve have looked at all days, looked at penises, but he hasn't seen it
on YouTube.
I would imagine it would have been there, but it would have been taken down fairly sharpish.
Oh wait, was the mosque shooting?
I'm kind of backtracking now. Maybe it's more sane to look at penises all day.
Wasn't
that what Lively was all about?
You do that
Correct me if I'm
experiment,
wrong.
you can report back.
Was the New Zealand mosque shooting massacre was live streamed on YouTube?
It could have been, or it was Facebook. I don't remember.
It was live streamed on something.
But I know for sure that there, because I ganked it and put it on Live Leak. There was a like Taiwanese guy that hung himself on YouTube.
Well, can I ask you a serious question about the White Church, or what it was called, the New Zealand killing? And I know it's serious, and but this is mostly for the conservatives, not for you, Philip, because you don't know anything about guns. But why did they have that flashing thing on? It must be some tactical advantage. I think.
That's to distract your victim. It's like a camera flash, so it blinds you momentarily.
But it also makes it very apparent where you are. But I'm also fully aware that it must have an advantage. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a thing.
I
What
think
does
it
it matter
has an
where you are?
advantage when the people are not armed. You're right. If they all had guns, then they would shoot at the flashing light, but
Yeah.
they didn't. So he's combined with the muzzle flash and then this erratic flashing light. They didn't know what was hitting them, and he just,
Exactly.
it was a fucking massacre, man. I've seen it too many times.
More times than Brett Favre's penis.
Probably, sadly, yeah.
What about
That's a
biscuit
lot
vapes?
of times.
What was the question?
If
You don't wanna know.
Smokesteve's seen your penis?
No, nobody's seen my penis.
Not anybody?
Not even biscuit vapes for years.
I will admit I have not seen it in person for a good year and a half.
Aphid, look, flap yourself, Aphid. Look, you deserve it.
But still, don't you agree? It's a bit weird because I would actually like to read like a 40-page why they use that, or is it a common thing? I've never heard of it, and
Amongst serial killers?
Yeah, I haven't.
No,
I don't know.
I mean in the military.
Oh.
No, it
No.
not common because normally it would be a fucking flashlight on the end of a rifle. And that
Yeah.
illuminates the target. But yeah, that situation, I don't know. That's a thing. He probably bought it from God knows where online because someone said it would distract your enemy or whatever. I mean, the guy had some serious fucking firepower, man.
He knows his victims are unarmed, so he's just trying to keep them from running away by confusing them or as
But there was one guy who ran just at him, and I don't know if he was running trying to stop him or just kind of getting beside him out.
I don't know. I think his initial thought might have been to get at him, but I think he might have gotten hit in the hip or the side, and that changed his mind, so he sort of avoided. But the dude just sort of angled the gun down and
Yeah, it was
killed him.
disturbing. And the poor lady in the street. who
begging for her
shouted.
life. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was sad. He
makes me so angry.
he was intending to go to another place. I don't know. I guess things fell apart for him, but he was a real fucking loser, that guy. But
Why didn't he kill himself? Why didn't he do the right thing and not take another breath after that?
right, you're right. That's the
Where
way.
is,
many-
is he in prison now, or where the fuck is he?
Yeah, he's in
Tactical.
prison.
See right there. See the comment, Dookie?
Did anybody else see that thing with what Kim Kardashian?
Fuck,
That guy-
I just
that-
lose
I
respect.
don't even know what that means.
Did anybody else see that 18-year-old who got given? Who was put to death other day?
Yeah,
And-
and he should have been. Fuck that
Yes,
guy.
I agree. But why is Kim Kardashian saying he shouldn't have been? He killed 2 fucking people.
Right. Fuck him.
I guess I missed that.
If you care about what Kim Kardashian says, you're-
I don't care, but it's the fact that she's a.
you know why Kim
It's-
Kardashian said that? Because someone
on.
told her to say that. She doesn't have a mind of her
Probably,
own.
yeah. That's true. But people.
She's got a butt of her own, though.
There are people out there that listen to people like
Maybe.
that, and that's dangerous.
Yeah, I know.
I was against Kim Kardashian, but she actually seems to be not as dumb as I thought. And I also have to say about Smokesteve, I fucking love Smokesteve. Then after like 5 jokes about his obsession with Brett Favre's dick,
You-
he's calling me Dookie. Really? That's low, man.
Has he sent you any pics, Duke?
So listen, it's Happy Dog says tactical is huge business. Tactical would be like anything anyone can come up to attach to a rifle or claim that it's going to be tactical. They could say Navy SEAL. They can use any combination of words that they want, and they're going to sell products for attachments to AR-15s and other rifles. Just random shit, dude. I mean, the market is massive.
Yeah, Cup of Tea. I saw that Cup of Tea's noting that the
Well,
The Zodiac
Biscuit,
Killer
are
Code
you
finally
for
broke.
death
Oh,
penalty?
was it? Oh, I'd
Yep.
like to see what that is.
It didn't say much.
Really?
Kind of
It's
weird,
the
weird
dog-
religious crap
The
about.
dog told me to do it.
No, it wasn't even that interesting.
That was Sam.
How do they know they broke the code then?
They,
Enough of the characters line up to whatever.
yeah,
they think
exactly.
that it was.
There are ways to know. The FBI confirmed that it was broken too.
Yeah, that guy, he used a 44, I believe, Magnum. It's a real crazy bastard.
He had that look to him too, didn't he?
It's interesting. If he was on the internet today, he'd be found because he spelled the word paradise over and over again with a C instead of an S.
Paradise is in like a roll of the dice.
Exactly.
Well, the BTK killer was caught because I think he stopped killing in the early 80s, and then in the 90s he sent the police a floppy disk because he was, I guess, bored, and he thought he deleted everything off of it. I think he was an employee for the National Park Service, and he did all this work on a computer in a national parks building with this floppy disk. They found his first name, and they were able to trace it to the location, and then they found out that he was an employee there. He basically got himself caught.
Huh. He wasn't one of the guys that was caught by the 23andMe and Ancestry DNA thing?
No, BTK was caught by himself with the
Okay.
floppy disk he sent to the cops. Dennis Schrader, I believe, was his name.
Raider.
He was a nasty fucker, man.
Yeah, he had a normal family, and like his daughter never would have guessed, you know.
Yeah,
you know what he said when he was caught? He said, "I'm sorry."
Huh.
Fuck.
He had a story.
Yeah,
he would get a family, and he would tell them, "I just robbed a store. I'm just gonna take your car. I'm gonna tie you up. I'm gonna leave you here in the house, and I'm gonna leave. You'll be fine." He'd tie them all up, and that's when the bad things would happen.
Yeah, that's one thing I've learned from watching all of this serial killer shit is no, I don't trust
No.
anyone. Just get the fuck out, flee. If they
Right.
shoot me in the back of the head, that's way better
Yeah.
than going to the fucking dungeon.
Right.
And just to answer like Aphid like his daughter said, I never could have believed it. It would have been a lot weirder if she said, "Yeah,
I knew it all this time.
Yeah,
He was my dad. I didn't want to tell on him.
or the neighbors, like, yeah, he's such a serial killer guy."
Right.
I wish there was a BTS killer, that Japanese boy band that's so popular right now.
Right.
Just knock
Isn't
them
it
all off.
BTK? No, wait.
No,
What is
No,
BTS?
BK.
BTS.
No, BTK. What the fuck?
BK, the Burger King killer.
No, what is BTS, dude? I'm thinking of the K-pop.
It's a boy band. Yeah, that K-pop boy band.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I wish there was some guy that would just
It's
be
like
obsessed with killing off those dudes.
I
But you
want to kill that Justin Bieber. He does my head in.
Aphid, didn't you say Japanese?
Are they Japanese or are they Chinese?
Well,
Korean?
K-pop does stand for.
Korean pop.
There you
Korean.
go.
BTS.
Well, I mean,
is that like
They're all Chinamen, aren't they?
Oh,
fine
oh.
torture?
There you go, Aphid.
Oh,
Okay.
Anything south of Texas is Mexico. And with those, never mind. I'll leave it.
Thank you. Never mind is the right answer.
so Brazil's Mexico, is it, Aphid?
That's
Lisa
right.
Montgomery.
They're Mexicans. if they come here to the United States, they're Mexicans.
No, they're illegal aliens, technically.
Right.
You hear that closeted
Lisa
liberal
Montgomery, she
coming out now?
Well, think about John Wayne Gacy too. The
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
From my hometown.
The guy.
Oh, really?
He. Oh, that's interesting. He basically was obviously a clown, but he also ran like a boys' camp, and then he was literally killing kids and burying them under his house for years. And I don't know, he fucking got away with it, man. You see some of those pictures, there's forensic scientists under his house inside holes digging up shit, dude. It's fucking like the ultimate nightmare Worse than the Silence of the Lambs. You know?
We used to drive by the site. It was like a tourist attraction for the local Chicagoans, just to see the destroyed house as they dig and dig and dig.
Unbelievable.
Did he put him in the crawl space? Did he?
Yes.
Dude? Yeah.
Yeah, it was
well, he probably had a difficult childhood.
That must be it.
That's
Poor guy. It's not his fault. It's ours.
such a shame.
just a greaser.
He actually got caught when he threw somebody into the Des Plaines River, I think.
Was that how they caught him?
I think so. I might be getting serial killer stories.
Getting your
confused.
serial.
Yeah. I've listened to so many serial killer podcasts. They do all meld into one fucking person eventually, you know? There was the black serial killer that was in, like, where was it? Like,
Atlanta.
At Inner City.
Wayne Williams.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy.
Have you listened to the S-Town? It's not really serial killer, but it's a podcast.
Shit-Town?
Yeah, but it's called the
We all live
S-Town.
there.
I haven't myself, no. But I know I've seen it.
It's a great freaking podcast. It's
Right.
it's like a genius in a weird town, and he starts reporting about the murder, and it takes all kinds of turns.
Fictional?
Who was the Norwegian
No,
guy?
real.
Yeah.
It's absolutely
True,
100%
Who
true.
was the Norwegian guy who killed all them kids on the island?
Happy dog.
Yeah,
No.
that was me.
No, that was Andres
Breivik.
right?
Yep.
Yeah. I was
Steve.
outside.
No,
his mother's house.
okay. I thought you meant the previous guy, because there was a hard metal guy who killed, and he got famous.
Yeah, black metal or Swedish.
Yeah,
black
yeah.
metal. Yeah, I
And
heard him.
There actually was in a town
I
called
was outside
Hell.
his mother's house.
No, well, okay, but oh fuck, the Norwegian guy who did the mass murder, that was just disgusting. So
That was crazy.
Yeah,
But he wasn't right. He wasn't a Nazi or anything, was he?
Yes.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
that,
Yeah.
man.
Oh, yeah. He was
Was he?
completely right wing of the ultimate right wing, and that summer camp had only children of the left, like the far left. It was a far left summer camp for the
It was-
kids
For a
Yeah,
lot of
Yeah.
for a political party, right?
Correct.
A left political party.
or political party association, right?
I don't know if it
So-
was far left, but it was.
yeah,
It was
but
like-
it was
horrible, man.
clearly
That was
it was clearly
disgusting.
a political act. What he
Yeah.
did.
These were
Disgusting.
teenagers, for God's sakes, he killed.
How many? What? Say that again. Last Dance.
They were mostly teenagers he killed.
It
Yeah.
was,
Yeah,
it was
and
mostly-
didn't
it
have-
was
he didn't have
it
any
was
real
a
ideology.
political act,
But
and he
did
had
not-
like 1,000.
last dance. Did he not put a bomb in Oslo before that in a
That's
shopping
true.
center or something?
Dude, he killed
Killed
like
some
8.
people there. Then
eight
he
with
got a
the bomb.
boat across the island or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mental,
and he
man.
dressed like a police officer. So.
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people sympathize with that guy.
Yeah.
What?
Sick.
Yeah.
man.
It's
I know
pathetic, but
people. I know
right.
people that sympathize with that guy.
Yeah, it's
No
the same
way,
with the
man.
white church.
I know people
guy.
that sympathize with the guy that shot up the church a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, you know, he only
Yeah.
got like
I'm
22.
not shitting.
He only got like the maximum sentence, I believe, is 20 something years, maybe 22 years in Norway for anybody to stay in prison
It's
for
20,
any.
It's 22 to life, and
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah.
he
It's
could get out
actually
in 22, but he won't.
no,
Okay.
no, exactly. It's
Did he
it's
not do a
time-
Nazi sign in the court or something? But when they filmed it, he was in court and he did a Nazi sign or something.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Well,
now,
the
man.
thing is, he's gonna be in prison for life, no doubt about it. There's that's how it works in Norway. They can't give a life sentence. So
They don't have mandatory.
But they
Right.
can, yeah, but they can prolong it. And
Right,
they-
they're
Okay.
not going to let him out.
But
they should just
it's
kill him.
so since I mean it's kind of insane how lenient it is, because it has like PlayStation and stuff like that
Right.
compared to like in America, I guess.
Well, I mean, I think it's a lot because of they haven't had. I mean, I could be naive on this, but they just haven't had the violent number of criminals to warrant having such a strong system.
No. I mean, that's not really true.
Okay.
But in all of Scandinavia, it's more about not these cases, but the whole of the judicial system is rehabilitation.
Instead of
Yeah.
incarceration.
No,
So
Jerk, I was in Oslo about 3 months after this fucking slaughter he did out in that island. I was on a tour. I was going up to that skiing place outside Oslo. And they drove past his house as a little group, and the bus stopped outside this little house. It was a little estate. That's where the mother of him lived. He lived in that house. She was still living in the house. She moved now and it had to be moved away, yeah? Or she moved away, sorry. He lived just outside Oslo.
Yeah.
On a council estate. Yeah. Crazy,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, it is crazy. Absolutely.
And poor little kids, you know.
Totally.
Are you Scottish?
I'm half Scottish, half Irish. Man. I was born in Glasgow. Mother and father's from Donegal, Ireland.
I love the accent anyway.
Don't worry about it.
Great accent.
Sorry, I was distracted trying to write "That's Life, but Not as We Know It" in just the first letter of. Took me a minute there because, I'm answering what I'm smoking is strawberry lemonade. It's very tasty weed. It's slightly sativa dominant. Very nice. Very nice.
Is it flavored with strawberry lemonade flavoring?
No, it's
Puff. You're fucking puff.
I
No,
was
it's-
asking
it's
the
a
question
name.
because that'd be stupid.
no.
I'm not saying that I would smoke something
Strawberry.
that was flavored.
No,
Well,
the
actually,
the parent strains are called. One of them is called Strawberry Cough. It has a strawberry flavor. Probably the male is probably like a lemon skunk. So you combine those two, male and female pollen and flower, and you get this strain here, which is called Strawberry Lemonade. Yeah, it's tasty.
Smokesteve. Do you have
This
a
is-
high electrical bill?
No, it's legal here. You can buy it at dispensaries. Excuse me.
Okay.
this is really tasty too.
Is that like just regular, like, or does that make you feel good?
It's regular nicotine liquid, but it's green like Hulk's blood.
Is that technically literally taken from the Hulk?
Yes,
Do you make that yourself, Biscuit?
I do. Yeah.
Very nice, brother. Very nice. Guess what I'm getting in a few days?
Go on.
Do you know a person called Ricky Simpson?
Say that again, a bit slower.
Do you know a person called Ricky Simpson?
No.
You Americans might know him. He's from Canada. Ricky Simpson.
Oh, Rick Simpson oil. Yeah, I do. RSO.
Yeah. I'm getting the original. I know people who know him.
Cool.
He's actually living in, I think he's in the Czech Republic at the moment.
Is that weed oil?
Yeah, it's a very.
It's not weed on it. It's hell. It's very. He cured a lot of people with that stuff, you know. Fair play to him, like.
Oh.
Yeah, he came up with an idea of basically chilling it and soaking it in marijuana and a high percentage grain alcohol, and then you put it in a cookie sheet in a dry environment, and all of the alcohol evaporates off. It's a very complicated thing, but you end up with this thick ass oil. And he had brain cancer, and he was putting drops of it under his tongue for months and months and months. He went back to the doctor, and he had no tumor left. So, you know, and
He cured a lot of people, Steve. He cured a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, he's a real innovator. It's a really brilliant idea that he had.
I was speaking to his friend the other day. They live in Canada. He's from Canada, you know that. He can't go back to Canada. If he goes back to Canada, he will be arrested.
Right.
Hey?
Yeah, it's amazing. An amazing story, that guy. Rick Simpson oil. And now people make it all over the country, and sell it to help other people with their ailments, and it
Well,
does
a lot
work.
of times that stuff, I don't know anything about that, so I'm not speaking to that. But
There was a company in the USA that copied it. What they called, Steve? You'll know them.
Well, I know there's many companies that copy it now. I don't know of the particular one you're referring to.
I could ask, but I forget now.
what I was going to say is there's a lot of that stuff. It doesn't matter if it works or not. As long as you think it works, you can, the positive it does from
the placebo effect.
Yeah, just thinking it's going to work.
Yeah.
We'll fix it for
If you sit in a really nice couch and you think it's really comfortable, it might be the gazebo effect.
Right.
And Biscuit, would any of that be in that oil you have?
In the same vein, would this be cocaine if I thought about it hard enough?
If you thought about it, if you believed it was cocaine, and you had no idea what the effects of cocaine did if you snorted it.
It's addictive. It's just as addictive as fucking cocaine. I can't get off the stuff.
That's straight sugar.
Yeah,
you just keep a thing of straight sugar right next to you.
No, hold on. I will put a bit of context. I'll put a bit of context. Okay. It's for cups of tea.
It's like you have to take a spoon of sugar.
He puts water and tea in, and then he snorts.
This is tea.
Now, do you mix them together? Or you just have all those separately? First the sugar, and then chew on the tea bag, and then wash it down with hot water.
A large mug with hot water, 2 spoons of sugar, a tea bag. Obviously, tea bag in the water first, then the sugar, then half of the cup is filled with milk.
You can't compare it to the placebo effect. It's like saying, "Well, I was
making a joke. Making a joke, Duke.
I know. But it's like, well, I take cocaine and I love it, but it may be the placebo effect because I think I'm gonna love it.
She thinks it's so lame. Maybe she should come in here and make it not so lame.
What's it like taking
I don't know what
cocaine?
she's referring to. I mean, that could apply to anything we've said.
Last dance. What's it like taking cocaine? What does it do to you? What does it? I've never taken it.
This is what she's referring to.
What's it like? What does it do to you?
Nothing. That's what she's referring to. I said nothing. So
I'm asking last dance. Sorry, mate. What does it do to you?
Never touched it.
Yeah, good.
I've never touched it.
It was Duke.
Come on, Biscuit. You've took it.
I've had cocaine once, but I was too drunk to know what it did.
Come on, man.
I had a gram of cocaine in one night, but I had also had a bottle of whiskey, 17 bottles of Budweiser, and loads of other beers. And I had no idea what it did. I was just too out of it.
Have you ever taken it, Biscuit?
Yeah, I've just said I've had a gram of it on one night.
All right. Sorry, yeah, and it didn't work. What about you, Steve?
I generally don't talk about previous drug use, but yeah, I've had some experience with cocaine. Yes.
My most prolific drug experience was with methadone, MCAT.
I'll tell you one thing, and I'll warn everybody fucking listening right now: don't ever take that spice.
Oh no! I've seen.
Oh my god! I tried it. I'll tell you.
I've seen my friend's brother.
Ever touch that stuff?
My friend's brother was in the hospital for 6 months comatose after like 6 months of using it.
That was the worst experience I had in my life.
That's 6 months of his life.
I bought it online.
No, he were wrecked. It took him 2 years to get right.
Yeah,
that is serious stuff.
Smokesteve, has your wife seen Happy Dog?
Yeah, she loves him. He's great. They're good buddies. I'm trying to get a drink here, so let's get.
When Happy Dog says that stuff, all the women are swooning, want to propose to him.
I've taken so many grams of placebo.
I hope you don't pay much.
You talking about coke? Cocaine?
No. But I killed a few guys. Oh, okay. What? No, I'm never taking cocaine, so it's fine.
About
That's
25
fine.
years,
I don't give a shit
25
if
or
you
so.
take it or not. I don't give a fuck. I just want to know. Like, I'm going to try it. No fucking doubt about it. I get
It's
my
not.
hands on the stuff. I'll take it.
It's not that good, man. In all honesty, and when you take it, just realize it's a fun thing. But if you start to feel that pull, you fucking stop, dude. Just do it once, do it twice, fine. But just
I did that with MCAT. I sold 2 motorbikes for £3,000. I spent the £3,000 on MCAT. When that was gone, I was like, shit, I don't have a motorbike anymore. And then I was like, oh, right, that's it. I've got to stop.
You didn't try prostitution after that?
all right.
No, I didn't go that far, but I did lose my job. Not because they found out, but because
Couldn't get to work.
maybe it was like speed, so I was actually more productive. But
All right. Well, speaking of losing your job, let's bring in Graham Booth.
Oh,
hey, Graham!
Graham Booth.
Boom! What up, guy?
Hey, Graham, how you doing?
well done messing up the sound on Thursday, Graham.
Oh, I think you got a
You want me
picture
to leave and let one of the boys in?
his sounding
It's such
too.
bullshit. It's such
Steve.
bullshit.
Oh, there it is.
Aiden's got it in his head right because usually there's one audio. So I've got the mixer. I've got the mixer there like that, and
Yeah.
and I mix the different microphones on the mixer, and it sends
Yeah.
one audio track to the thing that then broadcasts it out right. Hayden got it in his head. No, we won't have that one anymore. We'll attach a different audio track to each individual shot, and he forgot to do one of them. So every time we went on Richie's, and not only that, there's a thing. So like you can have it, you could set stuff so that when you transition, it resets. So say there's a title screen. When I click go, it'll do a little flourish. You know, like and subscribe along the bottom comes along with the animation, and you can set it so it resets every time. And he'd click that. So he'd fucking...
Did you not try a dry run before you went live?
No. It was all set up, and it's Hayden's thing at the moment. Hayden is set. We've set in the sound to everything. It's his little thing that he's obsessed with, and I don't know why.
That's the second one with the fucking serious guest that this shit happened.
Yeah, I don't know why he sets the audio to that, because all it does is, like, you know, at the start when the credits are running, I mute the audio, right? And if you set the audio to individual individual shots, but not the opening shot, then I don't have to mute the audio at the start. But I'm like, but that isn't a problem that we have. We don't have a problem. I just mute the audio at the start. I push the fader up when you start talking. It's not hard. I can do that one job. It's like a solution. It's a solution to a problem we don't have.
It doesn't exist yet.
Yeah. And it just creates this complex ladder of things that you have to set up before the shot. And it's him that does it. He just sits down and goes, I'm going to make it easier for you. And it's like, I don't mind fading in at the start of the show, man. I can do it. I manage it every week. Bless him.
I like the open insult there that none of us are serious guests, that like none of us could be the next Hitler. I think we all could be the next Hitler if we
For yourself there, Duke.
No. We don't get 400 people watching on a normal week. Let's be honest. Like Richie,
that was a big stream. That was
Richie's a big one. Richie's a rock star. And every week,
has his YouTube channel gone down?
What? Whose YouTube?
Richie. Allen.
Not that I'm aware of.
It was on Thursday because I watched it before the show.
I don't know, but he doesn't think he's going to last. But he's been saying that for years, hasn't he? Richie Allen.
Yeah, I fucking love him to bits, Graham. I love him.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy to see in real life as well. And as much as I slag off his socialism, he's a good man. He is.
Wait a second. You're the socialist.
Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. I'm one of 10 capitalists in the UK, mate. There's only 10. There's literally maybe a dozen of us. that actually respects freedom.
Graham, what the fuck happened? Because you were kind of left-leaning, and then you took like this huge right turn. Was it one event, or was it gradual, or were you always on the right side?
No. I mean, I don't think I'm on the left or the right, to be honest. I don't see myself as being either of those things. I think Manchester is a default socialist. Like, you get bred into it. It's like the equivalent of fucking LA or something. You know, it's like we might get one representative that's out of like 200 or whatever it is that are liberal Democrats, who are the supposed centrists. There is no right in England, and there's no right in Manchester. It doesn't work that way.
No, okay.
But in terms of no, I mean, I want poor people to do better, and socialism isn't the answer to that question. That's not the answer to that question at all. And the more I read about economic history, and the more I read about what's happened in the world, the more I realize, oh shit, no, this is a fucking lie. It doesn't work. Manchester's a total shithole, and it gets worse all the time. And everyone's just like,
another shithole.
It's hard to say though, because that makes it sound like I support the Tories, and I don't support the Tories at all. You know,
but it sounds like how you're saying it, like it's been gradual. You said verbatim, like the more I read.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, I guess my thoughts get stronger on that, but I've never been like a card-carrying socialist or anything like that.
But are you like a Sowell fan?
What's that?
Sowell, how it's pronounced? Sowell.
Thomas.
Oh, Soul.
Yeah.
I like what little I've heard of him was all right. It was really good. I liked his sort of.
What's a socialist in the USA?
Oh God, in the USA,
there is a socialist party.
Yeah, but what is a socialist in the USA?
That would be the far left of the Democratic Party, right? Wouldn't you say?
Well, Bernie Sanders is called a socialist, and he's well, he's actually never joined the Democratic Party. It's kind of funny.
It's a weird situation with Bernie, isn't it? They tolerate him because he brings in a few votes, I reckon. That's about it. He brings in the Joe Rogan vote.
Bernie is way out there, man. When he came in and was like free college for everybody, just some basic math, and it was in the multi-trillions of dollars for the entire country. And it was like every year that debt. I don't know, guy.
That's like Trump debt.
I was just going to say, $1 trillion. That's nothing special after this administration.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm with you, but that idea would repeat itself every time every year, I believe, that it was at that level of cost. It just didn't make any sense.
Oh no, it's
then
Happy Dog is saying that Graham turned to the left because he realized that's where the alpha males hang out.
They really don't, mate. They really don't, and he knows that. Jesus Christ!
Graham did learn a lesson that's it's never safe to bet on the right. That's one thing.
Never bet against
Although after that Texas ruling,
oh my God,
that was just today, wasn't it, or last night? That I was like, yeah, it's probably over now. I'm gonna have to concede at some point soon.
Well, I don't know if you found out, but your debt was paid.
Oh, really? That's what that.
I mean, I don't know if I should reveal who did it, but your bet was taken care of.
Well, if you brought it up,
so you don't owe me anything, so you can.
I know who it is. Yeah, I know who it is, but let's not embarrass him by going on about it. Well, that's going to make it awkward, isn't it? In January, when Trump gets his second term, that's going to be really.
Well, he did tell me. He did tell me. He's like, no, I just want you to know that, you know, this could change, and I trust you enough that you will refund my money. And I'm like, all right.
It's probably, with that Texas ruling, it's probably not going to change, let's be honest. That was a good gambit.
It never was going to change.
No. You've had one of the most disgraceful elections in modern memory. And,
in what way? Just because of the way that he has portrayed it?
Yeah, I agree with you, Aphid.
Unfortunately, very little is provable, is it?
Does anyone want to see you?
I mean, usually when stuff isn't provable, it's known that maybe it wasn't so. But in these day and age,
dude, you don't.
It's not that way.
Other countries don't run elections like if another country ran an election the way you've just done yours.
In what way, though? What are you saying?
It would be
how is it?
Ballots to
but how was it not? How was it not fair to both to all
what
parties?
What he's talking about, Aphid, is that every state does it a little differently. And it's hard to get commonality.
Yeah, but I mean,
consistency.
Basically, we have a country of 50 countries.
That's right.
We have.
No, Graham is making the pseudo medicine theory. No.
Happy Dog's getting triggered.
2 years ago, everyone on the left was saying, like, we can't use these like voting machines, man. They're like really easy to like get into and fuck about with and stuff. Everyone was saying that, and then as soon as it goes the other way, it's like, no, this is fine, man. Other countries don't use like anywhere near the level of that dodgy technology that you've got. It's like insane. If another country did what you did, you'd all be looking at them going, what are you doing?
I mean, everybody's looked over it, and there's not been any signs of foul play.
Biden got 83 more votes.
It actually worked out to be pretty safe.
Let's not forget.
The U.S. had like this perfect election for the Democrats. And then they're like, how can we sabotage this royally? Let's put the fucking weirdest fucking guy who sniffs people and then use these voting machines that are fishy as fuck, because that's not... that would be such a huge surprise from Donald Trump to question the validity of this voting. Yeah, it's just.
I mean, everybody's looked at at everything, how the votes were taken, how the votes were counted, how the votes were.
That's not
even
true.
his own administration.
That's not true.
I mean, I think you're believing in stuff that isn't true.
No.
I think that you might be buying into stuff that might be. You might be persuaded by information.
I'm actually starting to believe that the Democrats were so fucking desperate that they were trying to use fishy stuff. Yes.
No, you mean the Republicans?
The Republicans out as well. It's not the Democrats. It's not like the.
I mean, you have two fucking morons running for president. So
speaking of morons, Rudy Giuliani's star witness, the woman with the glasses, he had to shut her the fuck up because she just kept saying the wrong shit.
It's a shame. It's really a shame.
It's amazing.
And it's a shame that so many people have been manipulated by what they've seen.
And just to alienate everyone and make everyone hate me, the one I would have voted for was Andrew Yang, actually. He was the only smart guy.
The gay guy, I thought, made some good points.
Yeah.
Who remembers when Rudy started melting? Oh, that was a great moment.
He wanted to argue in court as well, didn't he? And Rudy's not a court. He's not someone that does that. That's not
he was. He put all the people. He put all the criminal.
He's a lawyer, but that standing there and presenting a verbal case is not his area at all. He hasn't touched that shit for decades.
Well,
man.
now. I mean, obviously he's got some flaws.
That photo was when he caught the coronavirus, when he was going.
But there was nobody else. Graham, there was. Graham, what you need to understand is there was nobody else that was going to do it. There was nobody else that saw what you think you saw and what Rudy saw. There's nobody.
Don't give me that.
You're saying they were lining up and they were like, oh well, let's stand up for the Constitution of the United States and let's make this wrong right. Is that what you're saying? Because that's not what happened.
I'm not going to sit here and I want to come on and chat with you guys. I'm not going to come here and try and break through whatever propaganda nonsense it is that you've been listening to. It's not worth my energy.
I've listened to the Supreme Court, and I've listened to.
If you're just there, like there was zero lawyers that were willing to do it, and everything was fine. It's all been looked into. I'm not going to argue with that nonsense.
No.
That's obvious nonsense.
That's him right here.
Yeah. I'm not arguing that.
I'm saying that there was not any presentable evidence to warrant somebody fighting for this country for.
I don't
in
think any
aspects of what you think that they should have been fighting.
Any sane lawyer would never touch.
Except for Rudy.
Yeah, well,
I mean, even his own administration would.
Well,
even
there
William
were
Barr
lawyers
in the Supreme Court.
No, in fact, no. I'm not even getting into it. Because you genuinely have got no idea what you're on about. Like,
I don't think you have any idea what you're on about. But if you don't want to get into it, I understand.
Assumptions. Okay, so
I'm not making any assumptions.
The other lawyers that were representing Trump,
the ones that got kicked out because they were spouting rubbish.
What happened to the other lawyers?
He sacked them. He sacked them.
Swapped them.
No.
He sacked them. That woman got sacked because she was spouting the wrong thing. It was too outlandish for even Trump.
The main company that was representing him, what happened? Have you any idea?
No.
What company?
Where they got doxxed on Twitter and they got thousands of people phoning and writing to him, and so they just pulled away.
That's why they didn't fight for
Dominion.
See, this is why I don't want to. This is why I don't want to get into the conversation about it, because you're obviously phenomenally ignorant on it all.
You've just brought up an argument that's perfectly acceptable.
There was literally a campaign of harassment where they were.
So you're saying because of a harassment, they're going to turn their back on the Constitution and for what they feel is right to overturn.
So what you're saying, me? Don't put words in my mouth, man.
I'm not. You just called me ignorant, Graham.
You are. You're phenomenally ignorant. You are.
And how am I ignorant? Because they got doxxed.
Right.
So,
but
because some people on Twitter said that they were bad people. Because some people on Twitter that's what you're saying. Some people on Twitter said they were bad people and they came out against them. They just dropped everything and they were like, "Oh."
They harassed them.
Well,
personally, first at their homes. It wasn't some thing.
Yeah, because maybe what they know, what didn't exist is it wasn't worth fighting for to deal with all that.
Okay. Point of interest question: did they dox them personally, or did they dox the corporation?
Yes, their names, their addresses, everything.
Who got doxed?
I can't remember the name of the company.
Well, stop being ignorant, Last Dance. You're so ignorant.
Dox them again.
But here's the thing, though. If the only lawyer was Rudy, this is why when you say things like the only lawyer that would do it is Rudy
who else
Giuliani,
was up there, Graham? Who else? What other respectable lawyer got up there and did it?
There was another lawyer, but she got.
You think that if this is you're talking about the biggest thing supposedly in the history of America, and nobody but Ruby is going to go up there? That's nonsense. Nobody is going to go up there and stand up for him. Are you serious?
It wasn't nobody but Rudy, was it?
Well, who else?
There was many cases going.
And how did those all turn out? How did they all turn out?
Most of which weren't associated with Trump at all. So Rudy wasn't representing them. There was
how did
many
those cases turn out?
Going. No, they turned out badly. But
because there's no evidence.
If your starting point, no, that's something else. If your starting point is only Rudy would do it, it's fucking nonsense. I'm talking to someone who isn't dealing with reality. I'm happy to talk about it.
You're talking about semantics
whatever
here.
MSNBC or whatever it is that you've been filling your brain.
That's the same crap that everybody tries to pull. I don't watch that crap.
But the problem is,
it's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous argument. That's an ignorant argument, Graham. Is what I'm watching? You're trying to know what I've watched or what I know? You don't even live in this country.
I don't have to be able to live there to read court documents.
I actually read that Kraken report.
It's shameful.
So why is the Supreme Court? Why is it shameful for me to think that the Supreme Court that leans heavily on Trump's side, that a third of them were elected by him, refused to see any of the information?
Was Rudy Giuliani representing the Texas case?
I didn't say that. I asked you a question about
why. He was the only one.
Yes, I did. It was all right, Graham. If you want me to be exactly perfect with everything that I say here tonight, then I will stop and start now and be exactly perfect.
No. I'm not
Rudy Giuliani.
I'm not asking for perfection.
But
I'm asking for honesty.
Yeah,
and don't spout some narrative nonsense, man. I'm not interested.
It's not narrative nonsense.
Of course it is.
What about the fact that Rudy Giuliani in court?
Why was Rudy Giuliani the most ridiculous show of any support that he had? A major
ridiculous.
Huh?
No,
The judge asked him.
So why is that his representation then? If it's so ridiculous,
the left should just shut the fuck up when it comes to attacking personalities, because this election was fishy as fuck, and that should be investigated. No matter what you think about Trump as a person or fucking ridiculous Giuliani. It was fishy as fuck. Why not investigate it? How could anyone in the world not want a thorough investigation of the election?
Yeah,
I don't think anybody didn't want that.
Shameful as fuck, man. It really was. The whole thing. And now, like all these Facebook and Google employees that are getting jobs in Biden's administration. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake, man.
What about the fact that Rudy Giuliani said in court?
You think he's paying him back?
1 second. What about the fact that Rudy Giuliani said in court, when asked by the judge, was there fraud? And Rudy Giuliani said no.
Yeah, no, fraud wasn't the case though.
What was the whole? I thought that was the whole thing. Fraud was being done by mail-in ballots.
No. The issue was the impropriety. So it was the changing of the rules without it being elected on properly. You know,
right? That was the end. That was their last straw. But that wasn't what they were fighting for at the beginning. They were fighting for all these.
That's the only thing I was. That was the only thing I was following right from the start. The fraud stuff was bullshit.
But that was the same rules put in place for both parties at the very beginning. I mean, we are facing a worldwide pandemic.
That wasn't the case, though. It wasn't the same. It wasn't that the same. It was that the rules were put in place, sidestepping the process of actually changing the rules. That was the issue. That was always the only thing to follow.
But aren't they all? Aren't those rules put in by the states themselves, not by the federal government?
Yeah, that's the issue, though. It varies state to state in terms of how it happened.
Yeah.
But the argument was that you changed it without going through. Like, basically, in order to change it, you have to put it to vote. So it should have been up to vote during the election itself, rather than the thing that happened leading up to the election. That was the argument, but they obviously haven't argued it well enough.
Do you think it made sense for Trump to be telling everybody not to early vote and do these things?
No.
Well, obviously not, because he didn't win, did he?
I don't think it would.
So why was it? That's what my point is, though. Why was it unfair to either party, whether they decided to, do the voting any different way? Obviously we have certain circumstances put into place with this virus this year that made it
the rules were changed before the virus. The mail-in voting stuff started changing before the virus even hit. It was September last year,
but it wasn't a problem until. What? I'm sorry, last thing.
Are the US the only country in the world that can't vote with this pandemic going on?
I've seen other people, say, "Oh, here's our voting system. It's perfect." And it's not perfect.
It's not fucking.
It was horrific this year. Why have you not? Why was
it horrific? In what way?
Records should not be kept on fucking USB drives that can be misplaced, man. That's just insanity. Like it shouldn't cost. It shouldn't cost money, and people shouldn't have to change votes after they've come in. You shouldn't have people there doctoring things so that the machine can read them.
But where is there proof that happened, Graham?
Votes
were changed. You're saying that votes were changed.
Votes weren't changed, but they had to basically give them the form back so they can dot the I's and cross the T's on the form with the name and address.
The vote wasn't changed from Biden to Trump. The vote, it was like if there wasn't an address on it, or there wasn't a signature, or there was so many areas where
that was pre-approved by that particular state before the election went through, though, wasn't it?
That's where the legal case came in.
Yeah. But in addition to that, the thing that really comes to mind is, wait, what was I going to say?
You're going to ask Aphidliv what he thinks about.
I have an urgent announcement.
I can't see that. Closer to the camera.
Graham, my wife wrote on a
yeah.
Mickey Mouse
I got
she
it.
loves your Christmas tree.
I got it. So the other side is in like
Now
urban
go back to our regular
urban
scheduled
Atlanta,
fight.
in downtown, certain areas of the country, people are waiting in 8 fucking hours to get in to make a vote, dude.
That's another problem with your voting system, man.
So I got one mailed to me. I got to bring it to the town hall and drop it in a box outside around nobody, no human being.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the other thing, though. The fact that you have the queues that you have is just fucking insane. Like other countries, look at that. Like just ignore 2020 for a moment. Just look at every other thing. When you have these big fucking lines right down the street. And it's like, what the fuck are you people doing? Like, it's not hard to like close a school on election day, have a church. You know, we have schools and churches, community centers, like every few blocks. You know, like
any available hall in UK is used basically.
Well, that's how it is here.
Right.
But seriously, come
but
on.
they don't do. But see, Graham, what you don't know is some of these urban areas where they have a heavy Democratic population, they don't have as many of these situations. So it's a lot harder for minorities to go vote because the Republicans have set it up like that, so they can't. They have to wait
No.
in
You get these
lines.
queues everywhere, man.
No. I am telling you the truth.
Everywhere.
Where I live out in the suburbs, and it's not like that. I don't have to wait for hours.
All right, but you get these queues in Ohio, you get these queues in New York, like
In heavily urban areas, so they don't have enough of them.
I've seen them in country areas. I've seen them in way less
I'm
built-up places.
just telling you, they do
We
this
don't know
in
whether that
heavily
was
urban
every
areas.
day or just the days that the media showed that video.
I think the thing is, it's like what's normal to you. Whereas to me, if there's more than 3 or 4 people in a queue, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? This is insane.
Well, here's something that they don't talk
What
about.
does that matter? So what if you have to stand in line to vote? Does
Yeah,
it matter?
I don't understand.
Does it matter enough to you to stay in line and vote?
It matters because it might put people off. I'm not going to go aphid libs route and talk about black people, but it might put people
I didn't
off
go
vote.
black people.
No,
I said urban areas.
I'll go there. Black people.
No,
are
it is. I don't think the Last Dance would even disagree with me on that
People
fact.
in America tend to be in more crowded communities where they have to stand in longer lines. Therefore,
They definitely do. They
I live
definitely
in a
do.
phenomenally built up city. It's massively overpopulated, and we still open. You just open many places.
Well, I wish they did that here, and then we wouldn't have those
I
problems.
think it would be a lot, and you can.
But in the suburbs and out in the country, we don't have those problems that they do. in urban areas.
I mean, they must
You
have
think it was
sports
a
halls and
problem?
stuff.
I don't think it was a problem. I waited in line for hours to vote, and
I mean, for Christ's sake, what's wrong with putting up pop-up tents for collection and taking it to a bigger hall once they've been collected?
Why not investigate it? What's the harm in investigating this?
It's been
Looks
investigated.
like a
too.
fish. Yeah, but
there is no harm.
again and again. And
Yeah,
also, what's the principle behind it? I mean, there's so many leftists that don't see the fucking threat of identity politics. Do they really
Yeah,
want?
but that's not aphid lip.
No.
Well, the thing is, you guys are saying, why would I want to wait in line to fucking vote if there's an easier way? Of course there is. I mean, give me a break. If everyone has a voter number, they send you a voting placard page.
If you make it harder for some people to vote, of course it's going to skew the fucking results.
Well,
That's obvious.
I agree.
Investigate all of it. What the fuck?
What are you voting for? What are you voting for? Who do you vote for, Graham? Do you go out and vote? Who the fuck are you voting for?
Oh, I just vote through everything.
I don't
Take
vote.
me all the
I
time.
vote in your fucking life.
I enjoy the experience, but I live in Manchester, so it's not going to change the slightest thing. It's going to be a Labour majority by a phenomenal amount.
I live in Maryland, and I still
Andrew,
vote
What the
yes.
fuck does it matter?
Oh, don't give me
What's
that,
that
Andrew
against
Yang.
your life?
Hey, did you see Andrew Yang is in the lead currently for polls for New York mayor? I don't know if he'll run. He's not even up for running, but he's in the lead.
I didn't even know he was a New Yorker.
It should just
He's not
promote
running.
it. No,
It's just
can
New
I
York.
say like a 1 minute piece here? Because I saw this really funny thing when he was running, and they said, "Don't vote for Andrew Ying because he's going to take $1,000 from you." It's the yin and yang.
Yeah, we got it.
Oh yeah, I mean,
We got it.
No, I'm gonna explain the joke.
You got to explain it too. I understand.
I like Andrew Yang. I like him a lot. I don't think his UVI thing would work, but outside of that, I think that he's got a fucking good attitude, and it frustrates me that people like him don't do better in the political system. You know, that's the people with his outlook.
Yeah, but the
It really
thing is,
frustrates me.
his voice need to be heard globally, and that's all of what U.S. politics is to me. You have two fucking morons, and you can't argue against that. Joe Biden is not some fucking brilliant guy. Nobody's going to convince me that Joe Biden was their first choice for president.
I mean, he made it.
Fucking ridiculous. And look at his history. And that's the two choices we have.
You know what?
If we look at the policies instead, then you have like identity politics versus more libertarian policies.
Those rules.
That's
Magic Sam bringing the heat.
Sounds like Biscuit, though, doesn't it?
It was Biscuit 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, it was a feedback loop.
I got it.
Doing that. Someone was doing that. Hey, has anyone played Cyberpunk yet?
I've seen a lot of it.
Oh, dude, it's so fucking good.
I know.
Did you say Cyberpunk, the 2077?
Cyberpunk 2077, yeah. Seriously, I was expecting like a good experience. I wasn't expecting the fucking amazing game that I'm currently playing through.
No, Graham.
Good. What?
Graham, everyone says it sucks except the people who can enlarge their penis.
Oh, I wait for the big bit. I considered briefly, you know, because it's a role-playing game. I thought I'll give myself the tiny penis, and then I can spend a few days of my life knowing what it feels like to walk around with a tiny penis.
Yeah, right.
I just went in the same way that I gave myself white skin. I also gave myself a massive cock. I slid it right up as far as it went, because you have to feel connected to the character, don't you? And I did today in it. I was walking around with no pants on. It was great. You could just take everything off and just walk around with your tongue out. It's so good.
What platform is it on?
It's on all the consoles, but I wouldn't play it unless you've got like next gen, like
PS5 or Series X or something.
Yeah. PS5 or a sort of okay PC. But
Which way did you choose?
I went corpo.
Oh, did you?
I saw.
That's what everybody I know. They're like, well, we'll go back to the Street Kid or something.
The Street Kid and then there's the Mad Max style one where you're on the road. And all the sort of streamers and people that I know, like my partner's gonna go the whatever the Roma one is, Nomad. She's gonna go Nomad. All the sort of YouTubers I saw went Street Kid because I was going to go Street Kid, and I thought everyone's fucking doing it.
That's what the argument I heard was that everyone's going to go Street Kid. Let's go Corpo.
Yeah, I went Corpo, and actually, it's really, really satisfying because it. I mean, I don't want to post any spoilers just in case, but you're not sort of trapped in a suit for too long. That's probably the best way to put it. You know, that's your. With all three backgrounds, it is quite literally your background. It's not the story going forward, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But there is going to be a big PS5 update, so I'm going to go Street Kid when they do that. But it's so.
Oh, you got the
good.
PS5? Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
you said you bought it. Yeah, you did.
I got the PS5 or Cyberpunk.
I can talk about this because my son.
I'm spending my money on Oculus Quest 2. Myself.
Well, that's what I was going to say. My son's out of the house. He's at my mom's house tonight, but so I was on Skype the other night, and the guy was like, somehow we got talking about next consoles or something. And I was like, yeah, I think my son's I'm gonna get him the Oculus Quest 2, you know. And we kind of tossed it around. We weren't really sure about, because I just don't know what I feel about him having shut off to the world for 2 hours every day. You know, I just don't know how I feel about it. He's only 11.
That's the beauty. He's only got a back.
That's the beauty of it.
2 hours.
So anyway, the guy's like, have you went and got him? And I'm like, no. And and he's like, well, you need to go check it out because it's like, they're like going quick. So I looked on Amazon, I looked everywhere, and they were fucking gone. So I was like, holy shit, what am I going to do? He's going to be so broken if we don't get it for him. That's all he talks about is the Oculus Quest 2. He plays stupid song, the commercial song all the time.
Soph's little brother is he's 11 now, I think, and that's all he wants. I think that's what we like. But we're going to get him, his mum's got him that, we're going to get him the, so you can get like a Netflix type deal with it, where it's X amount a month and you get
I didn't see that.
100 odd games or whatever. I think that's what we're paying for.
Oh, you can play like online games or something through it? Or, is that what you're saying?
So you can pay so that you've got access to a certain library of games.
Well, he's got an Xbox thing like that right now.
Yeah,
so probably,
it's very similar to the Xbox.
Well, you have like 11-year-old boys, and you get them with VR. Yeah, they're gonna watch.
My 8-year-old
my
8-year-old daughter's getting a cheap laptop from CAX.
No, don't talk about girls. I'm talking about 11-year-old boys. They're gonna whack off
Dude, be careful with the boys. Jeez.
No, let's talk about the boys.
So anyway, I had to drive all the way out of town. It was like a 45-50 minute drive to go get the last one that was in the whole entire area.
Did you have to prepay?
No, I picked it up. They had one. It was at a Target. They had one at a Target out of town, and I drove out of town. I picked it up.
Am I making a massive mistake waiting to shop for all Christmas presents?
I'm telling you, if it's a gaming system,
it depends.
Now I was at Best Buy today.
Yeah,
and
it's not
all kinds of different.
I'm getting a second-hand laptop and some clothes and stuff.
Should be fine.
We're getting
Graham is
whoa,
Graham
Last Dance.
Crotch shot.
Graham,
watch that Cam Last Dance.
Graham, is Sophie just hanging out?
She's occasionally walking in the room and going, "Can you just keep the fucking noise down, Graham?"
We got a little too loud, Graham.
Yeah,
it was right after I went and got your hat too. I went and got the hat so we could be matching.
You want to hear something really cute?
And you yelled at me.
So my little girl's 5, right? And we got Soph a Christmas present, right? And we've hid it under her bed, so it's under my little girl's bed. But then because we had the PlayStation 5, I've come up with a scheme with my daughter. So we sat down. I sat her on my knee, and when Soph got home from work, we were like, "We've got something to tell you," and she had a really serious face of like, "Shit, they're going to admit to something now." So Soph had to stand there whilst I was going, "Look, the PlayStation 5 cost a lot of money this year. Me and Zelda, we can't afford to get you a present." Like knowing full well there's already something waiting there, right? And my daughter, I couldn't see my daughter, but Soph told me afterwards that apparently she spent the whole thing trying to look sad because that's what we prepped, but just going like that because she couldn't. She's 5. She couldn't keep it in. Her excitement of knowing that she's gonna do it. So what we're gonna do on Christmas Day? She's gonna go, "Mummy, can you teach me how to make a cup of tea?" And she's going to take her in the kitchen and close the door. And then she's going to keep asking her questions. And we drilled it. We both went in there together. And I was like, "Right, ask me some questions." And she came up with some crackers. Why is the sky blue and shit like that? And I was like, yeah, you do that. And then I'll go and get it and put it behind the tree. And she'll be like, so surprised. And it's like, Sophie's fully aware that this is going to happen. That's not the point. The point is that my little girl's gonna think that she surprised her, and she's gonna be stood there going, "Mommy, there's a surprise!" And I'm so hyped for it. Honestly, that's Christmas is my favorite, man. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm not gonna say what I got because she might be watching the stream. Because Steve's on. She likes that Steve for some reason.
She's cute, man. She's a cutie.
That's simultaneously extremely cute. And on the other side, how is she gonna feel about killing every commie she sees? They're just brought up different.
Oh yeah, I'm already getting into it in my school with all the stuff they're teaching them like that. They do Black History Month, and I'm like, we're not in America. Why are we doing Black History Month? We live in Manchester. This is like this is where the Peterloo massacre happened. This is where fucking votes for the common man started. Why the fuck are you teaching my daughter about Rosa fucking Parks?
Well,
it's not relevant to her life.
My daughter's only 8, and they're already teaching her sex education now. Get that?
Yeah.
They've brought it back down a bit.
Yeah, fucking sex ed at 8, man.
It's not full blown like syphilis and all that kind of sex ed. It's just basic
penis in the vagina.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah.
My son doesn't even know that. Every time we try to approach it, he's like, "No, don't tell me. Don't talk about it."
My daughter came back home and said they showed me naughty parts.
If I had a daughter, it would be, this is the area where you kick, where you punch. And if everything else goes to hell, you kind of crunch.
I don't think you were here, but me and Steve were talking about that the other week, like how we sort of play fight a lot, and it's all very good fun and very, very like joyful and like, you know, daddy daughter kind of shit. But there is that underlying thing of like this is like rape defense.
Sure,
like it is. You can't help but think it. You know, you think if a man puts her hands on her, I want her to be confident and comfortable with that situation, to be able to kick him in the fucking nuts.
Because that's one point I want to say, because nobody listens to it, so I'm going to say it over and over again. You can try to teach boys how to be good men and all of that.
Yeah, and you should.
But it's never going to work.
Oh, you're never going to get everyone.
Girls to kick ass.
You're never going to get every
girls to become women.
That whole narrative of like
women. Because just look at fucking history. They made it pretty good in some countries, a lot worse in most of the countries. And look at the
shut up, you Swedish pussy.
Empowerment of women.
Well,
that's how we get to the egalitarian.
What's within my power? Is it to change every man on earth, or is it to try and let my girl know about certain realities?
You fucking bored shitless. You come over here.
I know fucking Sweden, man. You're the biggest pussies on this planet, man.
Yeah, that's easy to say. Right.
Oh, she's not going to Sweden. She's not going to Sweden. No.
Go down to Sweden, man.
I know what them are like.
Come here and show yourself.
Little fucking land of dykes.
Dirty they are, dirty. Should see
with the back scratcher, Duke.
Graham, just buy her one of these when she's at a certain age.
Oh, I'd love to, but you're not legally allowed to actually defend yourself.
It goes in a sheath, and she clips it onto her belt, across the belt, not not perpendicular, but.
But I have to ask: have any of you other guys been seriously threatened online? Because I have, and I don't mean board shit.
Yeah. I mean, when we've had a show that's done well, I get all sorts of 3 a.m. messages.
Do you mean like doxed? Because I've been doxed.
I've never had any violent threats.
I mean, I don't want to go into it too much, but yeah, there's people out there that know my address that I'd rather they didn't know my address. And
I think the scariest I've ever had is from Happy Dog. You big fat useless wanker.
Yeah, well, I actually had one guy.
The sad thing is, I'd have
one guy, and we were close to.
There's only words. Graham, you got this shit.
It's only weird. No, it's people sending things to my home address.
I don't know about the wisdom of talking about this on the internet. You know what I'm saying?
People letting me know they know where I live by mailing me things. That's not words. That's a very deliberate action.
Come round. What are you scared of, man?
I'm not. I'm not stopping.
Who knows my address or what?
He asked me the question. I answered it. I'm not fucking.
And my point was, I actually
I went to school in Bury, Graham.
I'm not on here doing a leave Britley alone bullshit. Am I going, he asked the fucking question.
Everyone should beat you up, Graham.
Don't moan about it.
Come on, guys. You're a kid.
Fucking hell. Yes, I answered the question.
Yeah, and I've met Graham, and he could kick my ass.
Oh, no, I wouldn't even have that in me, man, to do that to you. You seem like a lovely fella.
Yeah.
Don't mess with Graham. He's going to kick your ass.
Shut up, you.
Hey, no. I mean, well, that's why I'm not worried. When I do get the odd weird
joking, by the way, you know.
No, I know
And
you
it-
are. Oh no,
and
no,
if-
but if the parcel sender is listening tonight, please come, please turn up, because I will happily just kill you. It won't even be. It won't even
Why?
be.
But
The
why do you
slightest
such little
hesitation.
pricks? I don't know if
But
you've
surely
used
the
this.
guy that climbed in your window is more.
Yeah, I
Give
know.
me
Yeah,
some of that.
Fuck, we're
that's
gonna
not
do.
happening again. No more, no more. Dude,
Not now you got PlayStation 5.
that was literally. I was in the room. I was right.
I know.
Crazy.
I met Graham in
Serious?
real
Oh,
life.
damn.
We didn't know each other back then, but I'm 7 fucking feet. I'm huge.
7.
And,
You were.
yeah,
Exaggerate.
Yeah, those trolls.
and he can kick my ass.
Can we not talk about this? That's makes me feel
Seven-
really.
None of the other fucking fruits could kick my ass, but Graham could kick my
Stand
ass.
up, you fat bastard.
I'll get me dad. Apparently,
Fucking 7 feet.
I never. Yeah, I'd have to struggle. I'd have to dig his phone number out before I got him. But maybe, I guess. I don't know. I don't think my dad would be much use.
All right, I'm taking off, guys. I gotta go Christmas shopping.
Okay, I'm sorry.
it's-
to-
Speak to you later.
No, we're brothers. We're brothers, Graham.
You're gonna go online shopping or to actual stores?
No, we're going to actual stores.
You're kidding me.
7 p.m.
We're- that's why we're going now. Is because they're not nearly as
Hey,
crowded.
Fiddler, I saw your own.
You're gonna go down to Sears and Roebuck.
They're closed. What, Graham?
If you ever want to sign up again, man, I saw you let your OnlyFans time out. If you ever want to sign up again, man, there's no judgment. I'll be right here waiting for you, okay, mate?
All right, big boy.
I know, no. The pit doesn't start again. Don't you worry about it. There'll be no judgment.
Well,
no anger.
you should have been on here earlier. Biscuit Vapes was telling everybody tips on how to make his penis look larger. So.
Hey, man,
It involves a bit of shit.
for 2 years to come.
the money I'm pulling on the
Remember to
website,
cover
I don't
your-
need any tips.
Hey, look, I am not ashamed to say I haven't seen it for 2 years. I don't give a fuck. I've already produced an offspring. That's all that matters.
Wake up, Steve.
All right,
I
you
made
guys.
$23 on OnlyFans last month, mate. I'm doing just fine. Don't you worry.
You're not doing as well as Belle Delphine then.
See you guys.
Oh, let me do that. Let me do that.
Aphids Gonzo.
Now I'm wondering if I could take Hayden. It would be a pretty even fight, I think. Graham would kick my ass. He would kick.
Are you a fighter, Duke? You know how to, tuck your chin down, keep your left hand up high, block for shots, move.
Pardon
Yeah.
the pun, but putting up his dukes.
Yeah, but
Where
mostly,
we're going now? Who can have his?
mostly,
Can he?
mostly, I make it easy for me. I take a weapon with.
Oh no,
Weapon.
my weapon of choice is a clothesline, and then I sit on them easy.
Have any of you guys been in a fight as an adult? My last fight was when I was 13 years old.
Oh god, I hadn't had a fight since I was 14.
I was 21.
Oh, I had a few.
Yeah,
In fact,
it's a really horrible area, man.
when I was 14, I asked a girl out, and she kicked me in the nuts. I was rolling around the floor in playground at school.
How did you
Like 3
ask?
hours.
Landed the fucking day.
How did it? All I said was, "You're
Where were your
pretty."
hands?
My hands was down by my side. I was shaking like a leaf, and it just says, "I really like you. Would you like to go out?" And she just kicked me in the nads.
I think Duke's playing some long game for the next meat space here, is he? He's going to turn up. He's going to fly into Manchester. He's going to turn up. And he's going to butter me up, marinate
We're
me.
gonna
I think
fight,
he's going to look for bored shitless after.
and I'm gonna bet
Yes.
on myself.
Graham, can I ask you a
Oh,
question?
Swedish male.
He's going to slap me. Go on board. What's up, mate?
I want the odds on myself to pay a lot of money.
Graham, do you live in Bury?
Manchester.
I live in Manchester, mate.
But we're in Manchester.
I don't live in Bury, but if you've looked up my IP, that's what it reads as.
Well, I didn't look up your ID. No, I
Well,
did.
what the
No,
fuck?
that's
Stop
it.
with
That's
this.
Hold on a minute. I'm not
No,
trying
my
to
IP reads as Bury, so
You're
that's what I was
paranoid.
like.
Huh? I'm just
Um,
asking you if you lived in Bury, because I went to school in Bury for 2 years.
No, I don't live in Bury. I know Bury a little bit, but it's a little bit far out for me.
No,
But if you check my
for
IP
2
address,
years in Bury, in St. Gabriel's.
Very sounds kind of fruity.
Bury.
yeah, it is. Yeah.
I'm in a very posh.
The first policeman in England came from Bury.
My village is very posh named. It's Bentley, but it's not very posh.
Bury's a local place for local people.
Oh, is it like this? Local people.
Bury black pudding.
I have to answer the comments here.
On this planet, folks, for you folk in the USA, if you can get a hold of Bury black pudding, it's beautiful.
I know Bury about
black pudding.
I prefer a
lovely,
I prefer a Lancashire black pudding personally.
Oh, you bloody Lancashire! Oh, bloody Lancashire lad!
Now, this is a British thing, so these are really euphemisms for like pigeons with the feathers.
Yeah, we're arguing about how our boiled blood should be prepared.
Exactly.
Slightly spicy.
If you told me the real story, I'd pass out.
No, that's literally the truth.
Okay.
It's boiled. It's just it's congealed oats and pig blood. It's yummy, especially fried with a side of bacon and sausage and eggs.
In boiled water, steamed black pudding.
No, it's got to be fried.
No, it hasn't been fried. Not in Bury.
Oh God, that's shit. You need to have it fried in.
You shut up.
It needs to be fried in lard. It's got to be fried in lard.
I have no authority naturally because you all ignore me when I'm trying to talk. Am I trying to talk too much? Is that
no? You're good.
That's the thing.
Nobody is ignoring you.
Black pudding in the USA.
No,
black pudding is great, by the way, but we have that in Sweden too. But then Cup of Tea in the commenters says that Duke stabs, and that is correct. But I also have to say, when I said that I haven't been in an adult fight since 21, that's absolutely true. But between like 15 and 21, I had a lot of fights. And then I kind of realized maybe it's on me.
Sure.
How were you good? Were you any good, Duke? Left hook, right cross? What was your move? Takedown?
No, I mean, I'm huge. I was just...
Are you Jewish? Oh, okay.
No, huge.
It's not like you're trying to go in head on like that. You sort of ruin them from the side.
Huge.
I actually let them.
You said Jewish.
Punch me first, but I
kind
of
joking, man. For fuck's sake, jerk. I know.
Yeah, I know. But do you know how to provoke a fight
back in the day
without throwing the first punch? That's what I did. I provoked the fight without throwing the first punch.
So you're the master of the counter punch. So they come in. They miss, boom! You cut across on the right.
No, I let them hit, actually.
Oh, you let them hit? Okay.
There's fire in your belly for the fight.
Was that alcohol, man? Because I used to love that when I was drinking, trying to bait people into starting fights. I fucking loved that when I was...
Well,
I was the exact antithesis of you, Graham. People like you. I was talking people like you down, like... Calm down. We don't need to fight. Yeah. You need to sit down and calm down. If you don't sit down and calm down, then there's going to be a mishap. Now sit down.
No. if I've had enough drink, then I can get anyone to throw the first punch.
You wouldn't. What you realize?
Listen, I ain't gone through my entire life without a single fight in town without being able to stop people from fighting.
Yeah, also. You probably know, as a big guy, they want to fight you sometimes because
yeah.
The guy, people have tried, and I have successfully talked down every fight that was offered.
My boxing trainer used to tell me off for letting on to him in public because he was known to that. Like if people heard his, like he didn't want to be let on to because then people would try it on with him. Like, because he used to train. He actually trained women quite a lot, which is funny. But it's because he had a daughter, so he went into that side of things. And his girl did really, really well. Like she fought on a global scale, but I wasn't allowed to let onto him in public as him being who he was. He's Duke in the 1940s. Yeah, this is like some Doctor Who shit. Everything he's saying, he actually said 50 years ago. It's just all lines up perfectly because he already knew. He's reading off a script right now.
1940s, dude.
John Wayne or John Wayne Gacy? I'm not sure which one.
Combo.
No, but seriously, and I think Biscuit can say the same. If you're a big guy, you have been in a lot of fights, or they have at least tried to fight you.
I mean, a lot of the ways people try and start a fight with me was like, I've been told you want to fight. I'm like, you don't even know who I am. So why would you want to pick a fight with me?
Exactly. It's because you're a big guy.
Yeah.
That has been my experience, at least. And then for me, it took like from my age of like 15 to 21 to learn how to handle it. Now after that, not really. I haven't been in a fight, but people have provoked.
I like what I can't remember which comedian it was, but he said just sort of like knock them off the guard by saying something stupendously weird, like, did you know that walls in Sweden are all wonky? and just knock them off the guard, you know what I mean? It's like, they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? And that just stops them in the tracks big time. You're like, if you give them some sort of weird thing to think about, they just can't do anything but like, what?
You're so fucking lovely. That was more...
In Finland, when I worked in Finland,
yeah,
my right hand, to God now, I'm telling you, I never seen so much fights in my fucking life in Finland. You went to bars in Finland. This is true. I was working up in Turku, up in the shipyard.
I believe you.
6 months. Every fucking night there'd be a fight. You can ask Turk if you don't believe me.
No,
and it wouldn't only be men hitting women. It'd be women hitting men. It was every fucking night, and they'd steal your beer. The last lad I fucking punched the face was in Turku in Finland. Tried to steal my beer again. I was sick of it. These fuckers trying to steal my beer. Come up to the bar, and it's very expensive. You're talking about 10 quid a fucking beer.
No, Finnish people are absolutely insane.
And you know it. The fight
I'm married to one, so I know it.
I don't give a fuck. I fucking knocked the fuck out of a fucker in a hotel in Turku.
No, but they are.
A lot of fighting in Finland, I'll tell you. Sorry, that's true, Steve. It's not only men against men, women against women, women against men. They fight all the fucking time. Serious, it was serious. Am I telling a lie, brother?
No.
The fight in Finland was fucking. I loved it. Well, I loved it in a way, but all the Finn guys, they come up. You'd be sitting at the bar, and they come up and they try and steal you beer. Like it's very expensive there. Like,
but I thought
that's my beer. I said no, put it down. It's my fucking beer, sunshine.
But this is my yeah, no. You're absolutely telling the truth. But I thought that was kind of the same thing with Scottish people. Aren't they throwing fights drunkenly all the time?
That's not my experience.
It used to be like that. Not anymore.
Maybe in Glasgow, but in where I stayed for like 3 years running at Christmas. Nice, Steve. The bars that I went into was really friendly, and mind you, I was spending like 30 quid a shot for really expensive whiskey. So they were like really expensive.
Oh, sorry, biscuit. Sorry,
Glenmorangie, like special reserve stuff like that.
Well, they're not going to fuck with you, dude. You're drinking the good stuff.
They're going to want to be your friend.
Kiki. I used to smuggle vodka up to Turku. I used to buy it for 20 quid. I sold it for 80 quid a bottle. The shipyard in Turku. 80 quid, and they were getting it cheap. But every night, man, fights.
But I have to say also, I do agree, and there are some cultures that are more into fighting and stuff like that. But also, I don't really like this kind of, what's it called? Plumage.
It used to be really bad in the UK when all our pubs used to close at 11, and it was really, really bad. Between 11 and midnight was like a fucking war zone in every city.
Yeah,
like what they're doing now.
Yeah, it's going back to that with the lockdown.
Guys have
really
to
bad.
show themselves. And how the fuck is that attractive? To have a
No,
guy?
it was kind of horrific. I mean, well, unless you were really, really drunk, and then it was amazing. But if you were like me, worked in a kitchen, and you just like I used to get out of work at 11:30, and I'd come out and just be like, oh, okay, cool, and I'd have to run for my last bus.
It's just so stupid. What the fuck? You can hit some guy on the head and he's gonna be disabled for the rest of his life.
Dude, did you see that guy? There was a lad in England recently who apparently he was like he wasn't from Eton, but one of those really, really expensive, exclusive private schools. He was one of those boys. And apparently he said to a bouncer, "You'll be working for me one day." And this 18-year-old lad, the bouncer, like punched him, and it was one of them where one punch he fell and died. The hit on his head killed him. And
he was wrong about the guy working for him one day.
He was wrong about that. Yeah, he was. He was very wrong about that. But he was also an 18-year-old that was drunk saying dumb shit. He didn't deserve to die for it. But someone tweeted about it on Twitter of saying how good it was, and it got, last time I saw, it got 100,000 likes. 100,000 people were like, yeah, just because he was posh, right? It's like, dude, someone got murdered, like a child got killed, like an 18-year-old fucking.
Yeah, but that's an extremely difficult ethical question, because we now know that people don't really get mature enough before they're like 25 years old, but still, when they are like 17 or 19, they can
18 is an adult. He was an adult.
He was. But
what's that border really?
Yeah, but 18,
well, let's put it this way: in the United States, a guy was just put to death who committed a murder when he was 18. He didn't pull the trigger, but he was part of it.
Yeah. I saw that. Yeah,
fucking killed him.
Jerk.
He did, yeah.
If somebody hit you, if somebody hit you and you not hit them back, I would. I wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah, I would destroy them. But that doesn't mean that the system shouldn't be based on principles. And that's where the tricky question comes in, because like 16, 15-year-old are doing horrific fucking crimes. And are they not old enough? I mean, it's a tricky question.
It is a tricky question, but saying you'll work for me one day isn't a death sentence. Like every single one of us said things as stupid as that when we were 18. Everybody did. It's not like there's a I mean, I agree. If you do kill 2 children at 18, then you are treated as an adult. But if you drunkenly say you're going to work for me one day as you're coming out of a club, that's definitely not a death sentence.
Well, come on. If I have 2 children,
he didn't kill them. It was.
Yeah, but if I do have 2 children and some 14-year-old guy kills my 2 children, should I let him walk free because he's 14 years old?
I don't understand how that relates to this, because
exactly.
It does, because it becomes where the principle is.
So I come up and punch you in the face, Chuck. I come up, punch you in the face, and you'll do nothing.
No, I already told you I would destroy you.
I come up, punch you in the fucking face. What are you gonna do?
How am I not clear? I would fucking destroy you, but the system. but the system must be based on principles.
I've got to ask, actually. Cup of Tea said a comment here saying the world's greatest rapist has his sentence increased. He was from Manchester. Cup of Tea, are you referring to the gay dude that date raped many people? Is that who you're talking about?
I thought it was the Indian-looking guy, the brown.
Yeah. Well,
I don't think the acronym greatest could ever be put to any rapist.
Graham knew him, apparently. Of course I did. Big in the game, baby.
So are we on the same page, Graham? Am I talking?
Yeah, I think we are. Yeah, that the dude. It was a really horrific thing. The thing about Manchester is it's got a very, very open, popular gay district. Like it's straight up called the Gay Village. It's not like that's not a nickname for it. That's just what it is. You know, it'll say that on maps, and it's a big area. It's not some like hidden away thing. It's right there in the city centre. So in terms of that kind of abuse, it's very possible. Very, very possible.
Say a parenthesis here, because apparently it feels like I didn't make a fair comparison. But I just tried to take the principle to the extreme. And so I'm going to you talk about the case you were talking about. I was trying to talk about the principle.
I don't think there's anything. I don't think there's anything there. I was just replying to a comment. But yes, the biggest gay murderer ever is from Manchester. Yes. But if you want to kill gay people, Manchester's a very good place to go. Very, very good. Very easy.
Was it gay murderer or rapist? I thought it was a rapist thing.
Oh, I'm just leaping straight to murder, aren't I? Yeah, no, he was a rapist. Yeah, no, he was. Okay. But if you do want to kill gay people as well, this is the place to come. Sorry.
All right, okay.
The rapes are given. Although, to be honest, I don't know why you would do that, because the fetish scene is such that if you wanted to get into edgy play like that, it wouldn't be an issue. So I don't know why he did what he did. I really don't. Like, you can go down the canals and get into all sorts of dangerous, awful things, you know, that are completely
canal a euphemism for something else, or
no, that's not a euphemism. That's just literally like if you've got a rape fantasy, it's not going to take you a long time to find it down the gay village. Like,
if a cannibal can get somebody to come to his house and let him be eaten, then surely someone can be.
What it
consent to rape.
There's all bars and clubs and stuff on the top, and they're all either side of a canal. If you go down to the canal, which is a step down, like a whole sort of story down, if you then follow that canal, it opens out. I know, because I did this by accident once. It opens out into all sorts
an accident.
Yeah.
Dirty shit going on, you know. And
are you familiar with the Pogues?
Yeah, I know the Pogues. Yeah.
So the song where he says, "I met my love by the guest yard wall, dreamed a dream by the old canal. I met my girl."
I don't think they were talking about Manchester.
I dreamed a dream.
Exactly.
By the old canal.
Exactly.
Did you see the Pogues the other day they called someone a Nazi on Twitter, and I was like, what?
What, John Bon Jovi? Because he covered a Fairy Tale of New York?
No, it was Lawrence Fox. They called Lawrence Fox
Dirty old town.
Which is weird, because Lawrence Fox is like a free speech advocate. And they were like, "Fuck off, you Nazi!" And it was like, "What? He's the free speech Nazi? What the fuck are you talking about, man?" But that's the world we live in now, isn't it?
That's 2020.
Yeah, if you believe in free speech, then you're one of those guys. You're far right.
But why do they sing a Dublin song in Clockwork Orange? Isn't it Britain kind of setting?
Oh, apparently.
Why don't they sing a Dublin song? What was that, Duke?
Yeah, they sing like in Dublin's fair city.
Where
the girls are.
I know sweet Molly Malone. She drives wheelbarrow through streets new and I'm fucking.
Yeah, but you can't really apply conventional logic to Clockwork Orange. That was fucking over. What a brilliant movie.
He wrote that about Manchester. That was how he saw Manchester was going to be in the future? Where am I now?
Manchester, Matchstock men,
so.
Matchstock men, and Matchstock cars.
He was
Who
living
that,
here.
Graham?
Kubrick was a Manchester kind of guy.
Love that movie. When he's
Yeah,
walking
but
along,
also
when he's walking,
in
when he's-
Berlin, he talks about
Matchstock men and Matchstock
You missed out the last
sticks
chapter,
and
though. Do you know
cars.
about that? Do you know about the thing with the last chapter?
Yeah, I know.
Clockwork Orange. Certain countries censored the last chapter, and it was chapter 21, and the whole point was it was written 777. And was it America? You know what? I need to look this up. Like which countries? I think America censored it.
America?
Oh, he didn't film it.
Clockwork Orange.
You're
I need
talking
to look
about the book.
I saw it here.
And
Yeah,
the
no,
book,
but here's the
yes,
interesting
has
thing.
a last
The
chapter.
film was based on the censored book.
Oh.
No, yeah, but not the last chapter. That's he changed that. Kubrick.
interesting.
I remember. There we go. Clockwork Orange, violent, blah 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 blah. Find out more. What the fucking find out more nonsense? Just tell me.
It was a good movie. When they were walking literally along the canal, and he grabs his bro's friend, and I think he cuts him across the wrist and throws him in the water.
Yeah, he realizes they're not very good friends.
Yeah, I love that scene, man.
Yeah, and I like that in John Wick. I think it's part 2 where he says like, "Well, sometimes you gotta cut the motherfucker."
That was it. Chapter 21 was removed from the American version of Clockwork Orange, and it was weird because it was the point where it was actually a really good thing because it was him older looking back, and he's like got over his youthful violence and all the mistakes he made, and for some reason when they brought it out in America, they got rid of chapter 21 where it was like he kind of got away with it all and got past it all.
Wait, you're saying there's a connection between John Wick and Clockwork Orange?
No. Sorry, you moved on whilst I was Googling it.
But Graham, have you heard what the author have said about that last chapter after the movie? No, he didn't like
the last
his
chapter of the
own
movie.
chapter. Yeah, I know, but
what are you talking about?
They didn't film that last chapter, and the author himself didn't think it was good.
Well, they all fucking wet themselves. Like, as soon as he made it, Kubrick banned the film himself. He was like, oh, no, they couldn't possibly have
because you're fucking Brits.
Kubrick. That was the thing. America didn't get the
No,
full
it's
book.
also the response of your fucking reaction. Fucking snowflake reaction.
We can't be trusted with me.
You can't have good things.
It's true that we can't be trusted.
136 rapes. That's a busy boy.
Duke, what are you on about, man?
Are we back to the gay dude?
I think so.
Who's gay?
Reinhard Singara, the Manchester rapist, I guess.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
Reinhard sounds German, like Reinhard.
So, Graham, like, what is the pervasive belief? Biscuit, are you anti-death penalty? Is that a common thing in the UK?
That's the general feeling, I think. Yeah.
I'm anti-death penalty for most things. If a crime fits the punishment, then I reckon death penalty should come in. But it has to be proven beyond all doubt that that guy did that particular crime.
Yeah. That makes me pro-death penalty.
It doesn't exist here, though. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing, though.
Biscuit, but then it'll be Sharia law.
They what?
No, hang on a minute. If somebody breaks into your house, steals all your gear, should you not have the rights to chop his hands off?
Yeah, that's not killing him, though, is it?
Well, that's Sharia law, isn't it?
How did you get onto Sharia law? Jesus Christ.
I don't fucking know. It's Biscuit. Biscuit's for the fucking death penalty.
I mean, well.
If the person did a crime that was bad enough and it was proven beyond all doubt, then yeah.
Yeah, like if that Manchester bomber, the one that killed 21 kids.
The one at Ariana Grande's concert.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah.
And also that other guy that's in prison, the one who orchestrated that particular bombing, he should get death penalty in my opinion.
It's around the corner.
He admitted it, so chop his head off. Gone.
Well, do you not think Margaret Thatcher should have got the death penalty?
No.
What for?
Do you not think George Bush should have got the death penalty?
No.
What? Weapons of mass destruction. He murdered 1.2 million people in Afghanistan and Iraq, murdered 200,000 children. Should he not get the death penalty?
Hell no.
What?
Do you have footage of him murdering them when he was slaughtering them? Do you have footage of that?
Do you not think the Queen of England should get the death penalty?
No. Why?
She's an evil piece of shit.
Well, you can't more or less shitless. You can't make sweeping generalizations and then ask,
with the death penalty.
I mean, if you're a leader for a country, you're gonna have countrymen that are gonna kill other people.
Who should get the death penalty?
In my opinion, the people that should get the death penalty are people that are, one, proven that they committed the crime, two, are so dangerous and will never be rehabilitated in their entire lives and are dangerous to society. And that's about as far as I can go right now. But they have to be minimums for the death penalty, in my opinion.
As a brief aside here, let me just give you
saying, Dan, sorry. I was saying people who start these wars through lies, should they not get the death penalty?
No.
No.
They shouldn't.
They are not
without trial.
Wow.
You can't. That's not doing my first law that I've just pronounced. That you've got to prove beyond all doubt they caused it.
Did they find the weapons of mass destruction?
I don't know. Did they?
No, they didn't. That was a mistake or a lie, whatever you want to call it.
That was a mistake. But
was it a lie that they said that there was mass destruction? No, it wasn't.
Extremely dodgy data. It was basically like one person got it wrong.
There's a big difference between a lie and
it wasn't a lie. It was wrong, but it wasn't.
It was wrong.
It was wrong, but Saddam Hussein was a murderous bastard.
He was, but I think with hindsight, Saddam Hussein's death was a mistake.
Big mistake.
Yeah. With hindsight.
No.
Think about what's happened now.
Right.
Death was a mistake.
Hussein's death.
By the way, I'm against the death penalty. I'm totally against it, by the way. I'm not for it.
I have different criteria.
The most recent man put to death in the United States of America was a truck driver who had his young 2-year-old with him, and she made a mistake with her potty training, and he slammed her against a windshield a few times until she was dead.
I'm more for the killing
Who was put
of
to
Saddam
death in the
Hussein.
USA yesterday? Was it yesterday or the day before?
Yesterday.
That was the guy after the guy I'm talking about. Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
He was a guy that he didn't pull the trigger. So his buddy, they carjacked someone. I think a couple.
It was a couple, a religious couple. They were like preachers, very religious Christians.
I don't think you can just blanket if you're a killer, you get killed.
I agree.
Because death can be accidental.
Too many bats there, Steve.
It could be temporary insanity.
Yeah, but can I say something? If it's another country,
no.
If it is another country, if you just suspect him to be a fucking bad guy, you can kill him. And you're gonna hate me for this, but it's a good principle. But in your own country, you're gonna have a fucking way higher bar for who you kill, or not kill at all, actually.
That's not a nice thing for me to hear, but it is the truth.
Yeah.
It is the truth of how things work.
And
I mean,
actually,
it's
I think it was a
terrible.
journalist.
if you're talking
Yeah,
about the
man,
leader of another country, he's going to control the media. He's going to control what information you have. So if it is without doubt that he's a bad guy, you're going to have to make a judgment call, and it's not going to be evidence-based.
Right.
That's different. There's the criminal justice system, and then there's
For the same reason
war.
we can't kill Vladimir Putin because
was it evil to kill Nazi soldiers?
Yes, of course it was.
Was it? Really?
Yes. I mean,
the fucking Holocaust.
I mean,
a lot of Nazi soldiers were just A lot of Nazi soldiers were just following orders. It was the generals.
But they were fighting for the fucking
following orders.
Would you kill all Germans then, jerk? Would you have killed all the Germans after the Second World War?
No, only the Germans with the fucking uniform. With the swastika on their shoulder. I would have
It's a philosophical question.
It's not when it comes to Germany, man. Come on. Let's just do it now. We'll take the steel industry back. Just what is there, like 60, 70 million of them?
Graham, move the ornament.
It's Christmassy.
Listen, Dirk, the Germans didn't want that war. The Germans were brainwashed into that bullshit.
Of course they were. Of course they were. Yeah. I mean, look at.
For God's sake, man. There's nothing wrong with Germans, man.
No. You sound exactly like a lot of countries during World War II. They wanted to make a deal with Hitler and give him some countries, and that would be fine.
You're talking on a country level.
Well, right now we're trying to make a deal with Macron, but I envision in the next 5 years we're going to bomb the country because he won't give us our fish right.
That would feel good.
Nobody needs fun. Nobody needs fun. Honestly, do they really?
I mean, what is he thinking? Is it, if Brexit's a no deal, he's going to lose all the fishing rights. Why didn't he just give us a little and say fuck it?
I'll keep
the problem is
Cypher's back.
Oh, not the game,
The problem is, at the end of the day, it's always going to be relativism, and you're going to have to make a judgment call.
I think Board Shitless is making a good point, though, saying that, the vast majority of the German soldiers that were on the front line were just normal German people serving the country. They didn't know. They didn't believe in anything beyond.
Say any word that wasn't the case.
That's why I don't believe in it. That's why
welcome back, Kipper.
War should never be retaliated with the death penalty.
You whippersnappers.
What's up, Cypher?
We interviewed a soldier on Trigger Warning once, and he was telling us off camera about how, because he fought against the Taliban and all that, and because obviously, Britain being the fucking terrorist factory of Europe, loads of them came back to the UK after they finished fighting, and he said that loads of them know each other. Like, they fought against each other, but then when they got home, they got on because they weren't the, how do I put it? They weren't the flag. They weren't the ideology that they were fighting for. They were just fighting for what they were.
You heard about
football teams.
The Christmas pause during World War I think it was.
Yeah, when they played football.
Why can't we forget about these fucking wars that happened?
You didn't get that.
Second World War. Forget the wars. Let's talk about today.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. History is repeating itself, and identity politics is going to guarantee that we have genocides over and over again.
I agree.
I fear that as well.
What's the one thing war does?
What?
What's the one thing that war is good for?
Really good music.
What do you
but it's also very good for advancing technology.
Yeah, but we can use porn for that.
That's the other thing that's good for
I blame Clipper. He caused all the wars. Kipper, what are you going to say? Who won the war, Kipper? Who won the fucking war? Definitely wasn't English. That's the truth. It wasn't English, Graham, and you know it.
What?
Yes, it
English
was.
never won a war in their lives, same as the Yanks.
Yes, we did.
Before
Yes,
I
we did.
clarify
Which war did you win? Which war did you win?
But whilst I do that,
Come on, tell me fucking one.
Now I have to
World
say,
War 1 and 2.
all of them, any of them. Which one do you want?
All of them. Why
Everybody
you
lost
don't
World War
then?
One.
You own fucking Australia, you own New Zealand, Canada, all these countries. Why are you fucking so poor?
We're not
Why is
poor, we're
everyone
rich.
going in and why
We
you
are,
fucking
I think we're the age.
These
We are the
wars,
age.
why aren't you living like kings and queens?
Why are we giving Board Shitless? Why are we giving your country a shitload of money if we're so poor?
Huh? And I'll tell you another thing. If I was in Pakistan or India, living in England, I'd say fuck off. I'll
go
go
back
back to my
to
country and
England
take my
and
crown
tell them
jewels
there
with me.
that Scotland are yours no more.
Oh God!
Who won the war? Who won the war, Biscuit?
That was my Mel
Look
Gibson.
Yeah.
Look at the
You
state
give
of the country.
Scotland a
for
little
fuck's
bit of
sake.
freedom. The first thing you do is destroy.
I mean,
Right,
I'm
do you know what we're
good,
going to do? We're going to put people in prison for fucking jokes.
Who won the war?
But you'll never take my
Who
freedom.
won the war, Biscuit? Who won the war?
We all
History
did.
is repeating itself.
The
We
whole
realised
Allied-
many hundreds of years ago, Scotland just can't be trusted on its own. That's what it is. We let you govern yourself every now and again. And you
I'm Irish, mate.
fuck it up.
Right.
You fuck it up.
You
go
can
on about
take our
Sorry,
free.
sorry, go ahead.
Oh, that's even worse. Irish have been
you
the
like
whole
Graham's
pain of
speech?
the Brexit.
You can never take
You're gonna get
Graham's
some more mail, Graham.
cyberpunk penis.
Oh, don't
Irish
get me
and
started on the
Scottish should
Irish.
be together and on their own. Britain on the other
want to
side.
be on our own. Listen, I love English to bits.
Yeah,
You know what I fucking hate?
obviously.
Listen, you know what I fucking hate? The fucking crown, your Cromwells and all that bullshit. Stick that up your fucking ass fucking sideways.
Easy
won no
now,
fucking
Lord
war.
Shitless. Easy now.
Fuck your crown, okay?
Oh, easy now,
Fuck your
Lord
queen.
Shitless.
And you can stick
Sounds
your
like-
queen sideways up your fucking ass
No,
too.
Lord Shitless is more than Lord Shitless.
Board. I'm saying.
Or you can fuck up Sweden. You got a queen as well.
Lord,
Or- I don't know what you've got.
Board Shitless, our queen is nothing more than a tourist attraction, so leave her alone.
The
Go
most
fuck yourself,
annoying
you
thing
goat
about
leggy
Britain
fucker.
is that there's a
I call her
fucking
fucking goat
lovable.
leg. I
She
can't
brings actual
stand
money in,
royals.
mate.
I
You might want to
cannot
learn a bit about
stand
that, eh?
royals. Whether they be fucking Dutch, English, Swedish, or fucking Danish, or fucking Spanish. All these royals are a shower of fucking cunts. Sorry. I hate fucking royals. End off.
That's a fair word, cunts.
I love the Queen, only because she's the biggest fucking
Shut up,
gangster on the
Biscuit.
planet.
You love your
She
queen.
stands
you
there.
cunt. I know
She
you
stands there
do.
with 200,000 people
Biscuit
clapping.
loves
and
the
she
Queen.
fucking stands there like,
Does she pay her way? Like I've heard estimates of say
I don't
30,
know.
30
She's
to
just-
40 million to maintain the Queen and the royal family in
Like,
public eye.
It's
And
a big
homeless.
load.
Have you ever seen the homeless in England? She's lived in
Does
the
she?
70 fucking. Well, she doesn't live there. She's got no many fucking places. Multi-billion trillionaire.
she's a fucking
Owns
gangster.
Australian. And
Nuclear
there's
bombs
people
were
homeless in England.
inevitable.
She's the most
Who won the
successful
fucking
gangster
war?
on the planet.
Don't,
Or
don't be
no, they would have
jealous,
been
Lord
invented.
Shitless.
Does she have a OnlyFans?
She'd kill it.
I'm top 5%, by the way. If anyone's thinking of joining, there's a reason I'm top 5.
All
What the
right, then.
fuck was that?
Is that real? Are you serious, Graham?
He's top 5.
What?
That's right. What?
Yeah. Sad bath pictures. Just search sad bath pictures. And it's $50 a month, man. It's very reasonable. Very niche.
Oh.
Who won the war, Graham?
I don't know ever how to read this guy. Is he ever fucking serious or not? Fucking enigma, this guy.
Yeah, he's serious.
I got-
Why he's serious?
My bills get paid, mate. That's all I'm going to
I
say.
can't see how a man could ever be top 5 on OnlyFans when there's thousands and thousands, possibly millions of
No,
gamer
but-
girls on there.
Oh, yeah.
No.
To be honest,
If you search for NHS rant, he
Before
has
lockdown-
like 50
Before lockdown.
hours of it.
Before lockdown, I would have been top 30%, but now I'm up to top 5.
Graham, you could rant about NHS for 50 hours easy.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
Don't even get me fucking started. You see this shit?
No, I don't want to.
Have you heard about the Freedom Pass? The UK is
No.
looking into the Freedom Pass.
Stop it!
So it's a little app. There's a little app on your phone
tits.
to say that you've tested negative for COVID, right? So it lets you go places. You go.
That the one that you go into a restaurant 30 minutes after you've had your test.
No, yeah.
I made myself.
And I've got
10
myself.
o'clock, the COVID will get you.
I've got myself the 2 times a day test here. It's right here. And they're testing it out in the NHS right now. And those little bitches are fucking doing it without any kind of questioning the situation. The NHS right now, NHS employees right now are handing away our freedom. They are quite literally all just shoving this shit in their throats every day.
How do you get hold of those, Graham?
You can fucking have mine because I'm not touching it.
Send them to 36 The Homestead, Doncaster, Bentley, please.
By the way, the NHS is not free. It's paid for 10 times over. It's the biggest con in fucking. The people in England love their NHS. It's not free. They pay for it. Even the people on the dole pay for the NHS.
Of course they pay for it. They
paid
pay
for
more than
10
anyone.
times over. It's the biggest scam in history. Actually, your system in the USA is 10 times fucking better.
The NHS would not survive without the American system. America.
I'm starting to like more shit.
It wouldn't survive without it. America spends more on research alone than we spend on our entire NHS, our entire healthcare.
Can we all agree that Graham is simultaneously wholesome?
Why is it? Let's ask
nobody of us would be surprised if he makes his
Smokesteve scored again.
Porn.
24/7.
Why the people in the USA crying out for free Obamacare, free this? It's not fucking free.
No, it's not free. It's not free. And you know what?
NHS isn't free either.
No, it's not free. It's not even.
I just said that.
And you know what we do?
No, it's not free. It's not free. It's the biggest company in the fucking planet. They're making
the fire department isn't free.
What up, Martin?
Martin.
Tell me to shut up, man. I'll shut up.
Can you hear me?
He got
Yeah, I can hear you fantastically, Martin.
Let's go, team.
Now, loud and clear.
I need to. I still need to.
We need a Martin right now.
Martin's good.
What is your free healthcare mean to you Americans?
It's not
No, Martin. If another country is kind of evil, we cannot think it. Should we bomb them like hell?
Only we lie about our survival rates. I'm not getting into it. I'm not getting into the NHS.
Free means low cost. It's not free. It's low cost.
Free means some cunt in a suit.
My Medicare.
You're gonna die.
My Medicare pulls out of my Social Security, so
I'm already bombing them. I just want approval.
Graham,
what?
Have you got pink?
Martin, shut up.
Sorry, have I got what?
Have you got pink earphones?
I don't. My daughter does. I just use them. I use them because I like to
Just
think.
Just saying, man.
I just, if it annoys just one person watching, then I wear them.
Your only fans.
I've got my jack here for my own headphones. I've got some really nice ones that I use that have got really good audio. But I actually put these in. Like they're not just there by default anymore.
That's your daughter's headset, Graham.
Yeah, it's my daughter's. I have to pull the little thing out. It's got all stickers on it and shit. I have to expand it so it fits my head because it's made for children. And I only do it to annoy. I don't know who it is, but one of you is really pissed off by these, and I don't care who.
Well,
but it hurts.
Not I.
It hurts you knowing that I've got professional gear in my house and I don't use it.
I've got my list that Hayden gave me the other night. A blue Yeti.
Yeah, you could get a Yeti or a Blue Yeti or a Snowball. I've got a Snowball, which is really good as well.
Yeah,
It's the same brand.
Röde.
I'll get onto that. I'll get onto that.
To be honest, if you get a Blue Yeti, you're absolutely sorted, man.
And then you'll be able to hear me in glorious technicolor.
Perfectly, yeah.
Now you get the
Well,
Röde.
I got one of these as well, but I don't use it.
Neither
Again,
least.
I just want to annoy people.
To be fair, Martin, your sound quality is not that bad.
No, you sound alright.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Cheers, man. Thank you.
We can hear you loud and clear. We understand what you're saying.
I think we should give 2 minutes to cipher this.
Oh, Martin, stop talking so loud.
No. I'd turn it into Smokesteve's telehealth hour.
Turn your mic
Don't
down.
want to do that.
Martin, turn your mic down, for fuck's sake, man.
Shut the fuck up.
Who said that?
Poor shitless guy. He needs to have a picture. He had a picture last week. A video.
You need a picture, at least.
Come
You're not
on.
going to show yourself.
Come on board, shitless.
I saw myself.
Get your video working, man.
Cheers,
seen-
Rory, anyway.
My daughter's worked out how to set the desktop background on my computer. Look at this shit, right? This is what's staring at me right now.
Creepy. Very creepy.
That's my second monitor. There's nothing on it right now, obviously, but yeah.
Well,
bless her little face. I fucking love her, you know. She's such a good
halftime's
girl.
almost over with LSU in Florida.
I'm gonna have to
British
go
B. British
Oh
B.
no, there's a new person though. I want to hear
British
people.
boy. Hi, British boy.
Hello.
Hey, life's good.
You don't
my life's
listen.
good, man.
You know what?
Mine's
You know
all
what?
right.
I was brought up, and Graham,
Could be better,
you should do
could
that
be
as
worse.
well. You never wear a hat in the house.
Why not?
wear a hat
Why
on
do you not
the
wear a
outside.
hat in the house?
I
Why is it
yeah,
bad
I was
luck?
brought up that way, I guess. But you know, I've got this, man. I've got this horrible thinning nonsense.
Well, I'm
So I
sitting there
shave
with a fucking
that
hat
head.
on, mate.
Hey,
I'm sitting there with a hat
hey,
on, lad,
hey,
having a
hey,
fucking
hey,
laugh, eh, lad.
British bay. All right.
Was,
Shave
was British B missing some teeth on the front there? Yeah.
Yeah, that's called fighting. That's called the Rangers in Celtic, Matt.
Show us your teeth. Everybody showed the teeth.
It
The
happens.
Americans, they love it.
It happens. It happens.
Yeah,
Come on, the Americans.
yeah.
Come on, the Americans. Come on,
Oh, you southern
this
fairies,
is what you
mate.
get
Shout
when
to
you
southern
have.
fairies.
Come
Shout
on,
to the
Graham.
Blackpool. Shout to the Blackpool
Graham,
lads.
show your teeth.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no, I've
it's
got-
like his one tooth
Last dance,
is
are you fucking toothless?
exaggerating
Huh?
his loss of the other
I'm a nun.
teeth.
I'm a nun. I like
I
nuns.
have most of my
They
teeth.
don't wear knickers.
But also,
I don't wear
poor
knickers.
shitless.
Yeah, nuns don't know.
I think if Bored Shitless came over here to Sweden
Oh
and
my God, got
wanted
the
to
wheelchair
fight
and
me,
speak properly,
bare
man.
knuckle
How
fight,
much to
I
Mazzy
think
Pan
I
you
would have
fucking
a
touch
chance.
you?
he wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do
Listen,
that.
you 7-foot fucking troll. I
I'm
worked
not a
in
troll, mate.
Sweden. I worked for TT Lines in Sweden. That's the only reason. Nothing against you. I know about Sweden, and I've shagged a few Sweden birds, and they
So
were
you know the truth. You've
Yeah,
been
but-
there.
today.
Yeah,
Never going
listen,
back.
mate. I
Useless.
don't want to know about your 14-year-olds and your fucking porn, mate, in your history. You keep that to yourself.
Hang on a fucking minute. Who's fucking speaking to me?
No, I love your accent, but yeah, I would kill you.
Would you really, mate? Yeah, listen, mate.
He's a
I'd
big guy,
slash you.
too.
I'd slash you in the back
Listen,
of the
you big
legs.
Swedish pussy. I would not
Anyway.
the shit out of you.
What's the
Dude, you're very
conversation of
kind about
today?
You want
What's
to
the
bet?
conversation of today?
Yeah.
I would knock the living shit out of you.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're making me horny now. Yeah, 2 seconds while I wank one off with your accent.
If you're a good one.
Or would you should
Yeah,
have
good one. I'm a
British
bad
beer
one,
out,
mate,
you
like.
brother?
Right, guys.
I'm
gonna have
alright,
to
me,
speak.
lad.
Thank
I'm
you.
fucking
Last
sweet
dance,
as
are
a
you baked?
fucking nut.
You look
Listen,
bad.
I'm sweet as a nut, me, lad. I'm sweet as a nut.
You know what? Me and you should have a conversation. Just
Simmy?
leave all these people out.
Comfortable?
I'm comfortable, absolutely.
Hey, did Graham leave?
Really, Jesus.
I'm a little bit toasted.
Let's go.
I'm waiting for LSU to pick
Okay.
back up with Florida. They're beating
At
them.
least you
They're
got
not
her
supposed to
brother,
be.
I haven't.
They're
Who you
ahead at
rooting for?
halftime.
What?
I have to say,
LSU's my team.
from the comments, Steve Rowland says that I have even worse teeth.
What's wrong with this guy in the top corner?
And he's
What's wrong
right.
with him in the
My
top
teeth
corner, man?
are
Is he sitting here watching fucking
not
anime
good.
again? He's sitting there watching anime again and fucking little Chinese fucking girls.
Would you stop being racist?
Yeah, I can't help it, mate. I'm British, mate. You're all fucking British.
Oh,
We're
British,
all fucking
I'm
racist.
British, yeah.
I come from Scotland, lad.
Well, I tell you what.
Mate.
Show me a country called Britain.
Aye, you're all fucking sat in
Show
one,
me
ain't
a
you?
fucking country called Britain.
They said we rule the fucking world. We invented everything. What the fuck
You
are you
what?
on
You
about,
rule
you
the world, you
dafty?
invented everything.
You know
Yeah,
what?
what, Scotland? Scotland.
Now you've been a bit silly.
Tickle, tickle, tickle. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Don't start your case, mate.
Show me a
don't
country
Not
start
by
called Britain.
much, but
I wasn't sure if that was hair or a blanket.
Show me a
Yeah,
country
is that
called
really
Britain.
hair?
LSU. 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 Sorry, guys.
See, by just looking at you,
When did you join college?
Judge every single one of you.
When did you join college, George?
George.
I'm a L club member.
Why do you all look like? Why do you all look like
Kipper,
you beat your wife?
Fucking cut that off.
what the fuck?
How the fuck can you say I look like I beat a wife?
With a kind man. And you're projecting. That's it.
Hang on.
That is called British B.
British B. So, hang on a minute.
Yeah,
British
we
B.
need to hear from
Hang on,
British
B.
A.
Are you English or are you British?
Yeah, what does it say in your fucking passport?
No, that wasn't the
What
question.
does it say in your passport?
That
Can
wasn't
we
the
hear from
question.
British
Well, my
B?
passport
The
says I'm
question.
British.
Are you English or are you British?
All of the above.
Oh.
I'm English, and if there's somebody who did
Please,
some,
Biscuit, please help me, brother. Please.
Oh, shut up, mate. I was in jail when you did remand, you prick.
Wales or Ireland does something of note, they're also British until that.
I mean, Biscuit Babes is lovely. Graham.
Oh, thank you, Joe.
Yeah, and Graham could beat my ass, but British B, I mean,
my God. You want somebody to beat your ass? I didn't know you were a piff.
Where'd Graham go?
you're British B minus at best.
Disappeared.
Steve,
What the fuck you want? You
Simple
fucking
question.
somebody to beat your ass?
Can you change the name to British
Yeah, go get a
C?
dildo and enjoy yourself,
British
mate.
D.
you're very
British D.
British B, British B. You're very aggressive.
Well, that's because
Because he's British.
No, because I'm British. He's a British B, which is short for British bastard. It's not his fault his mother and father wasn't married when he was born.
No, they actually were, mate. Oh, now you're linking something about yourself. Oh my God.
Hey,
Fucking
British B.
hell.
British B, I am a proud bastard. My mum and dad didn't get married till I was 1.
Are you an orphan? It's not my fault you had white parents.
No, I'm not.
Kawasaki.
You're very racist, little bastard.
Kawasaki. It's not my fault you got adopted,
What a
is it?
racist little
I'm
bastard.
not
You got
adopted.
adopted, didn't you?
Keep him
You
on.
got adopted.
Keep him on.
You got adopted, didn't you? Oh,
I've just said my parents got married when I was 1.
What
You got
a
adopted,
racist
lad.
little bastard.
I said, mate, you got adopted, didn't you? Just
Oh,
tell
look,
the
I
truth.
kind of
You got
like
adopted.
Charles
I am
Manson
also
vibe.
quarter Polish. What do you want to say about that?
Oh, what, Polish, mate? Well, fucking get me some fucking vodka then.
I ain't got any at the minute. I'm on Guinness.
Well,
I prefer
Polish,
Irish
yeah.
stuff.
Do you want me to speak a bit of Polish?
I know a few
I
words.
respect my carpet.
Kulva,
Aye.
kulva, and jak się masz, and kulva zaklęta, which is fuck your pig whore.
Okay, guy's stuttering now. He's stuttering now, isn't he?
Who's stuttering? I'm not stuttering.
Consider some rum instead.
You make me want to fucking go on a sunbed for a laugh, man.
Yank Shemesh
British
is what
B, man.
Borat would
Yeah,
say.
I'm only
Shemesh.
joking. I'm only joking. I'm having a laugh.
Yeah, well, you're only fucking joking, man. What's wrong with you?
What's
Dziękuję.
wrong with Yeah, listen, you don't want to know what's wrong with me, lad. You don't want to know. You don't want to know
Stop
what
being
they
a
do.
cunt, pair of bastards, aren't you?
They think I've revealed all, and I haven't
Listen,
revealed
I'll say one thing.
20% of what's wrong with me.
I'm not. I'm not
I'm
fucking
still a
racist.
good guy. What do you got?
I'm a Blackpool lad that stays in Glasgow.
Blackpool.
Yes.
I know where I've been in Blackpool many times.
Exactly, lad. So I've been fucking dealt with loads of people, me, lad. Me, no
British
daft.
B.
Hang on a
British
minute.
B, what are you drinking, dude?
I'm on a vodka and a Budweiser at the moment. I only just woke up.
What's that mean, therefore, be
No.
Budweiser regular or Bud Light?
Listen, you're from Blackpool, okay?
Aye. Oi, and I'll tell you one thing to you, by the way.
You're Scottish.
You know what, no,
and you
2
live in
seconds.
Blackpool,
2
right?
seconds. Right, I'll speak to the carrier. I'll speak to the carrier. You know what a womble is, don't you? You know what a womble is, don't you, lad? I'm speaking to you.
No, I was asking you a question, mate.
Aye, I'm a fucking womble, lad. Do you
Biscuit, I
understand
need you
me,
to
lad?
translate.
Aye,
Calm down, you
shut down, lad.
Fight.
Right, you're from
Tell
Scotland.
Billy, I
and you
know
live
Billy
in
Bunter, lad.
Blackpool, correct?
Yes.
Right. Well, how's life in
Yeah, I'll
Blackpool?
stick you in the fucking oven for a laugh.
That's me, Steve. That's my first part of my my post show. That's correct.
You're a wicked warlock, I tell you right now.
British B.
Don't make me start.
British
I'm
B.
on my best behaviour. I'm on my best behaviour.
Okay.
Hey, British B.
He's on probation, isn't he?
I'm
British
not on
B.
probation,
Do you
mate.
think you're some
Fuck
kind
it.
of a badass or something here?
I'm not a badass, no. I'm just a
Because-
nice guy, mate, having a conversation.
There's no reason that you should be here if you think you're some kind of a badass.
Right,
Because
why?
Graham-
Excuse me.
Graham-
So you're allowed to speak
Right,
your
yeah.
mind, but I'm not allowed to speak my mind.
of course
What
you
the
are.
fuck Oh, fuck off
Of
back to
course, let us
America,
speak
mate.
your mind.
All Americans are immigrants. All American are fucking immigrants. Are you not a fucking immigrant?
Everybody's an
Come on,
immigrant.
last dance. Wake
How
up.
to throw off the call of suppression.
Who is not an immigrant?
All
What?
Americans are immigrants.
So are you. You're an immigrant too.
I'm not an immigrant. I come from Scotland, lad. I'm not a fucking immigrant. Maybe ruled your fucking world, you mean?
Scotland fight. Oh.
God save our beautiful queen.
Well, okay, that's proof.
We've had been there.
Oh, there you go.
That's a multi-layered
We don't like the
question,
Queen.
though.
Do you understand?
God bless America, a land. Oh, sorry, guys.
Would you fucking calm yourself down, you American?
I
This
want to hear
person's
from
telling
more
you,
James.
all the Americans
I
are
got
immigrants.
songs. I got
Hang on.
songs galore.
He's telling you
So
all,
many songs.
all Americans are immigrants.
Yeah, they are.
Explain that.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, they are. It's the truth.
So what? What does that mean?
What? You're fucking Indian. The fuck are you on about, man? Don't like I'll rip your fucking new one, lad. I'll rip
I'd
your
like to
fucking
argue
new
with
one.
you, but I don't know what you're
It's
talking about.
native. It's actually Native American, not Indian.
I don't give a fuck. Pack food tastes fucking good anyway.
And
You know
why,
where the
why
Native
have you got a
Americans come from?
butcher's
They
flag
come
behind
from
you?
Mongolia.
Pakistan
Why
is
have you
not
got a
India.
butcher's flag? Why have you got a butcher's flag behind you, you dirty bastard?
Yeah, I'm a butcher, mate. I told you I'm a womble,
And
mate.
why have you got an English flag behind you?
Well, I stole off the PlayStation. Do you want to see the video? Stole
Well,
the
sure,
PlayStation.
sure.
Listen,
Chin
mate,
lads.
you're making
a
Here's
dick
the
of
oven of
yourself.
beer. Chin lads.
Don't show me the English flag, I'll tell you that.
Chin.
Smokesteve
flag.
is too happy right now.
Chin, lad. And we have
Anyway,
the fucking right. We
all
have the
the
right to do
Americans-
what the fuck we
listen.
want to do.
Have you ever been to the USA? Have you ever been?
No, I can't get in, mate. I can't get in. I'm bored,
No.
mate. Because of my previous. I can get in through Canada and shit like that, but I'm bored, mate. I can't get in.
I've been to the USA. They're lovely people.
Really? You can't
Yeah.
get in?
Thank you.
They
been
say I
banned
can't
from
get in the USA because of my charges.
You like Cat Stevens in disguise
Show
or
them the
something?
fucking British fucking flag. Who won
Oi.
the war? I ask again. Who won the war? Dickheads like him?
Dickheads like me, lad. He always said, I know what you're on about, you lad.
Fucking on any
Oh,
time
shut up,
clock.
you fucking raw cunt.
Uh-oh.
Oi,
Pardon?
fuck the raw.
Oh, the
Well,
second
fuck your
half started.
mouth,
Fuck the Ra. Do you say
I'm
fuck
torn.
the Ra?
I
Yes,
think
I
I'll watch
did,
you
yeah.
guys
You mean
and
the
watch the second
IRA?
half.
You can watch both.
American Army. Are you talking about then?
Yep. I
Yes.
can.
So
Yes.
hang on a minute. Let's ask questions. Why fuck the Ra?
Why? Because they're like ISIS. They're fucking do you like ISIS? People that bomb people and all that.
No.
Shut
Ask
up,
you a
you
simple
dickhead.
question.
I'd
You said
slash
fuck
you,
the
mate, in a
Ra.
second.
Why?
Why not? Why not? Like fucking bombers. Like ISIS and all that and everything. On the UDA, mate. Fuck the UVF as well. On the UDA, lad. What?
Biscuit, take over,
No, 2
please.
seconds. I'm speaking to him. So what are you on about the Raw, lad? You fucking ISIS, mate. Get the fuck. Hope you die in your sleep, lad.
That's not called for, British B.
Yeah, I know. I'll be quiet. I'll be quiet being ISIS. Because what he said, mate. Why there are, mate. Fucking bombers, man.
He was asking you a question. Why there are?
Yeah, and he knows exactly what I'm speaking. You don't know. He knows. He knows what I'm on about. He knows what I'm on about. You don't. You think you do. You don't, mate. I'm a womble. Yeah, so I'm a womble, lad.
What's a womble?
British B, are you capable of having a normal conversation with human beings?
Yes, I'll be quiet.
Not being a fucking asshole, or is that just in your nature?
That's just in my fucking nature. Sorry, I'll be quiet.
So, dude.
I'll be quiet.
I mean, we're all here trying to talk like people, and you're talking at people.
I've been there, I think it's my second time, Steve. I have a bit of manners, man.
I've got manners.
You don't.
And Biscuit, and I think I spoke to Biscuit before, and Kipper. Oh, I'm sick of him. I can't be bothered listening to him, that cunt. Last Dance. Martin, hello, brother.
Hey, brother. How you doing, brother?
We're lovely people.
All right, brother.
Don't you understand?
Slendy.
Don't you understand?
Wait.
Having manners.
Yes, I know. Understand manners.
And that marriage thing, you know, that
British
is just
flag
crazy.
up your fucking ass, fucking sideways.
Oi.
Don't take advantage of the fact that, you know, we're all just.
I love
peace,
Lafferty's.
brother. Peace.
Lafferty's was good, by the way, and the White Horse pub,
I'm not
that
one
was
for
brilliant
peace,
as well. No, the boy knows. The boy knows. Lafferty's and the White Horse was a good pub, man.
British beat up the IRA. I support the IRA 100%.
Well, that's your fucking problem, lad. That's your problem.
I support the 100%. What you do with that?
Well, that's you, Slendy, lad. Well, that's your fucking religion, mate.
Yeah, well, your fucking religion as well. Fuck you.
Not my fucking religion, mate. Listen, mate.
Listen, I've got 100%.
Unleash the large one.
I've got an outside next to me, lad. Billy Butter was his name. Billy Bunter was his name.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck you.
They're going haywire, Smokesteve.
And we're only having a laugh here, lads. We're only having a laugh. You got me?
Oh, we're only having a laugh. Only having a laugh.
You're having a laugh, mate. I'll cut the back of your legs, mate.
My team's ahead, and
I'm not English, mate. I come from Glasgow, lad.
What?
I was born in Glasgow.
I know that, mate. And I can have a couple of conversations with you. Do you want me to have a conversation with you?
How do you know I was born in Glasgow?
Oi, do you want me to tell Pete Roddy? He's fucking still looking for you.
Who's Pete Roddy?
How do you know I was born in Glasgow?
British B, keep the animosity down.
Yeah, I've got you, right. No bother, right. I've got you. No bother,
Who's Pete Roddy?
You've got me, no bother.
Is he related to Roddy Piper?
Oh, fucking Americans don't have a fucking Scooby-Doo. They kid on their English and Scottish.
I have a Scooby-Doo. Don't you tell me about Scooby-Doo.
Are you
looking at the children,
are you undereducating the fucking Americans?
I'm not. I'm not.
I'm
not.
Oh no, we're not. You went and did it.
Come on,
I'm not 100% sure. But isn't Scooby-Doo an American cartoon?
The Swedes on you, bored shitless. I'm telling you.
Scooby-Doo is American. Scooby-Doo is American, isn't it?
Yes. It's a dog.
You guys.
Cartoon dog.
Oh, you're making me laugh. You're making me laugh. You're making me laugh.
That's the whole idea.
Exactly.
All right. Hold on.
Kipper.
This is the time
Kipper,
when
I ask you a question.
Hold on.
It's pretty late.
No, you shut up. Let the guy speak. Shut up. Let him speak.
You shut.
All right, listen. Now it's 9:16. I have to read some fucking books to my kid. All right.
I like shaving cats.
It's the Lord of the Rings, and I'm kind of excited. We're right at the part where Samwise Gamgee, Frodo is waking up from the poison that he got stabbed.
Oh my god! You're so into anime, aren't you?
Don't interrupt.
What's the Lord of the Rings got to do with anime?
Let him finish.
Okay.
So here's the thing.
Stop muting me.
Let him finish.
I have to read a book. Now, people, what are we going to do here?
Have a laugh.
No, leave it on. Leave it on.
Scar, my friend.
We're not discussing anything that would be, a killer for the channel. But I mean, you could make the call if you think we might get out of control.
Yeah, I think
we'll just have fucking fun and take the piss.
The worst that can happen.
I mean, you're the only one that can blank somebody that actually is, a true violator of code per se. But
that never happens. So just leave it on.
It almost never happens. I mean, but still,
I can't.
Your call.
Guys. I can't.
Yeah, it's your call.